and welcome to Rise of Drekis, Chapter 3, Episode 3 as well.
Mm. Mm.
Yes.
Hey, Neal, the overlays are a little...
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you, Woodsy Bill.
I got you.
Your son. No, you're Sunny. And you're...
Sonny and Hank were right. It was just
No, you're Sunny.
Daniel and Bill that were wrong.
All right, there we go. Excellent. Nope. Got that backwards.
That's where you have not
There
having
we
our
go.
names on it.
Now we're good. Everyone's beautiful. How you all doing?
Nailed it.
Welcome to Rise of Drekis, Chapter 3, Episode 3, where there are never any production problems.
Mm.
Doing well.
True.
All good. All good.
Good.
Doing good.
Well, where did we leave off last week?
We got to Oyu and Ayu, and we met the people there. We made a few connections, had a big feast, convinced them to give us a boat and an escort, and we're off on our way to the next place, Solvang. Quickest way of summing that up.
And I caused a little tension because I was willing to sell out Drekis.
Just a little tension for willing to sell out the homeland. You know, it's not a big deal, right?
Sunny's husband fought and died for Drekis. And she's Ameryk's #1 fan. So of course he got on her nerves.
Oh yeah, I get it. But you see, Daniel's been in jail for just trying to make even a propaganda game where you're actually playing as Drekis to conquer the land. So he feels he was just trying to help. Just because some classified maps ended up in his cottage. I mean, that does not reason to throw him in jail for a few years.
Right? These people who have been just blocking you in prisons, and it's just been, I'm sure it's been a hell of a time.
Well, I've been in isolation because I do classified stuff.
Yeah, it's real bad.
It's classified.
Thought you were innocent.
Well, I'm innocent, but they think I'm classified.
There's no guilty people in jail. That's the truth.
There's no guilty people here either.
Nope.
Nothing.
I mean, I don't even know thieves can't.
Yeah, obviously you're not a thief if you can't. Thieves can't, right? That's how it works. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what happened aside from that? What happened last week?
We went and we met with the leadership after a brief stroll through town. We learned that our buddy, not Maya, God, what's his name? Our goblin name. Our goblin buddy.
Mata.
Another name? Mata. I already started with an M, all right? Mata, we found out, was the best kind of goblin. He was a jungle goblin versus these dirty city goblins. And so that was good to know. We learned that very quickly. They had a pretty strong power structure when it came to being very martial society as a whole, it seemed like. Seemed like the leadership was big on fighting. Seemed like they could fight. You know, we didn't quite test those waters. I'm sure Sunny could have won, being the great warrior master that they are. She is. Yeah, the warrior princess-ish thing that she is. We learned that there was, I believe, 7 of them. My notes right here are real scratchy, so I'm going to go with 7. And that's what we figured out. At the end of the day, you know, seemed to go pretty good. Umpala was now our little guide through the jungle, along with some other people.
Yeah, and your relationship with Umpala is great, right? They're friendly,
Absolutely.
They're nice, they're everything you could want in a friend, right?
Absolutely. I mean, they're super happy to be here, not at all beholden from quick talking, and they're great. It's going to be okay.
Umpala made one small mistake of forgetting to mention that Sunny is a princess from Solemn, and, you know, she was rightfully reprimanded and tasked with bringing us to the elves.
Excellent. Right. Is there anything? Oh, we were gonna talk about experience points. Everyone, for some reason, wanted some XP, which felt sort of silly, but
yeah, we can just simplify. We don't need to go into all the weird categories 2E does.
yeah.
Yeah, just give us 10,000 XP like we got and call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what we said, right? Was it 10 or was it 100? I don't remember, but
It's something like that, I believe. Yeah. Just set this token correctly. We'll never need this token, but just in case. So let's put on some nice, cozy. We're getting some experience because you spent what, like a week in IU?
Right.
Yeah.
Chatting and talking and whatnot. So let's fill out some XP here. Chapter 3, experience points. Alrighty.
So one of the Ravagers.
Yeah, there were 6 Ravagers. Then there was 1 new city.
There's 30 crocodiles that we didn't have to fight. Don't forget those. We successfully avoided all of those.
Yep.
A swarm of giant mosquitoes that we avoided.
That's true.
Jumping in the river and not getting into a fight.
We had Mata, but I don't know if that's a reward in and of itself. Probably.
Well, making new friends is part of your job. You've made friends with a jungle goblin, so that's a reward.
You're cool with
Building
the halflings.
Glad the
a
bar is set
raft
so
is
high.
a thing. You recruited what halfling?
We're cool with the halflings.
They're cool with
Like,
the halflings.
Yeah.
But
we
there
made
was some
friends.
talk about maybe moving some supplies one day, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made some other connections inside the city, for future reference.
Some
Well, that's a-
supplies.
They didn't tell us about Port Lane Grub, so we don't know about the shortcut to Yaka. So we're going to go the long way.
Well, we're gonna see
Shortcut.
what's her name takes us through. Yeah, what shortcut?
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
So say I don't even remember at this point. I don't remember anything.
I drew a fan map of the whole island back in the day, so I don't know. Probably what Neal threw me in as this character.
Okay, so here we go. Experience points for Ravagers. Let's see.
Now they're 5E Ravagers, so how much are they worth in 2E?
That's a great
Well, you have to
question.
multiply
got-
by 5 halves.
See, Connor, I was on the same boat. That's all I was thinking.
But it's advanced. Remember that bit. It 5E isn't advanced. So you got to carry the A.
Carry the A.
Oh.
We're doing some algebra here now.
Yeah, you got to multiply
I just got
by
home
A.
from work, alright? No more math, no more algebra. I'm done with that for the day.
Why would you ever need algebra in your line of work? That doesn't seem plausible at all.
No.
Uh-huh.
No. Or geometry. Definitely not angles.
Why would you
None of
use
that.
angles? Electricity doesn't have shape or form.
Oh.
Definitely
Nope.
has angles, though.
There's no angles or phases. It's fine. Who needs trigs?
He's trig. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Who?
Based in true.
Oh,
Make somebody else do it.
trig.
That's what I do.
So you've got plenty of room for math then, I hear.
No. You gotta check their work still. Then you make them do it the first time.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't
Wheel
matter
off
what.
Map, or just all math.
So we're gonna get 50 experience for each Ravager,
Are you sure?
and then
He said 50.
50. Yeah.
You heard that number.
He's going to give us a total at the end.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do. You came to a new city, which is one of your major goals. You're supposed to visit all the cities. I think the city is probably worth each town that you visit's worth about 500. Then you talk to the local leader. Made some contacts in the town between the local leader and the dropper offer, maybe fisherman person. So that's worth 250. And your new goblin friend is of some value. Like, you haven't found a clan of goblins who are working with you, but you have found a goblin who will work with you. So that's a a small amount of experience. If that you can turn that goblin relationship into a bigger relationship or into like an ally of goblin armies, then we're talking real XP. But no. And I think the raft to get across the river, which was a real challenge, is also worth some experience.
Yeah.
And then we're going to divide that by the number of characters in the party. And everyone can take home 350 experience points.
Still think the Ravagers should be worth more, but whatever.
Well,
350.
They had a lot of hit dice and they attacked twice a round.
maybe. But if you take a look at it...
I've gotten more XP for fucking role-playing than 350 for everything.
Well, I guess maybe the Ravagers should have been a little more 50.
Oh, yeah?
Well, a goblin gives 12.
I'm getting robbed.
And the Ravagers only have, like, what, 2 hit dice or something? They're not that... Maybe it's 4 hit dice?
3.
They have like 40 health or something.
They have 40 health and like 2 attacks. It's fine. Let's continue.
Who needs experience? This was my whole point. Who needs XP in this game? It's of 0 value. Okay, they did have 4 hit dice. All right. Let me redo that math. They were slightly different.
Okay.
All right.
They did have 4 hit dice, guys.
2 attacks.
Oh.
4 attacks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 4 attacks. 2 at the 2 at the start, 2 at the end.
Yeah.
Let me get out my DMG and see.
Plus 5 to hit.
5 hit die creature.
Don't you have an
gives-
online converter for EXP on your
It's
website?
somewhere in there. But...
Regalgoblin.com?
Let
Yeah,
him use the
but-
book. I have more faith in the book XP.
And
Hey,
the book XP is less
The book
than his
doesn't
calculator.
change.
it's true.
Yeah.
My calculator is more favorable.
His calculator is much better.
But you know, everyone's been wanting to play by the book these days, so
Oh, I've never said that.
maybe not. Maybe.
The fuck is your calculator at?
I'd say we're a
Experience.
reference-based
Toolbox. It's in the
organization,
toolbox.
but
Hey,
past experience has proven otherwise.
A reference-based organization?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
so make sure you're not on the wiki, which is also
It
called
means
Regal
you go
Goblin.
every
Make
time
sure
you have a
Neal's
question, you go
website.
fucking look it
How
up.
much AC was it? They had 14? 11?
All right, here we go.
14. 1-4.
Okay, so
48
this should be
plus 4 hit
175.
point.
175
30.
times 6 plus,
There you go.
we said
Okay.
500 for location, 250 for new leader, 50 for goblin friend, and 200 for
75.
raft. Divided by
150%.
4 is 512.
Okay.
See, isn't that better?
Everyone
Yeah.
can take
Feel
home
better, Neal.
512. And how much experience do you all need to level? How many thousands of experience do you all need?
Lots
Well,
of things.
depending on how fast and loose you seem to be to play with the rules, I could be anywhere from 900 to 300 XP away.
What do you mean it's how fast and loose we're playing with the rules?
It ruins it if I have to explain.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't get it.
I'm just not fast enough for the Connar man. All right. So everyone's got experience. No one leveled. Everyone should be at full HP by now, though, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Excellent. And you've got four rowers and 1 leader. This what was their name again? Who remembers their name?
Impa. Oh, I'm sorry, the off-brand Impa.
Impala, right? Definitely not an Impala, which is a vehicle, which is not what she is. Or he is. Whatever this NPC is not this.
She.
Was it she?
She
Yes,
is not
she.
a vehicle. This is 100% known for fact. She's not a
Yeah,
car.
I'm just not mentioning Impa from Legend of Zelda here. No.
Who? What?
Okay.
I have only played the original Legend of Zelda for the NES and a touch of A Link to the Past. So I'm out of touch.
Okay, don't worry.
I'm a boomer. I'm completely out of touch with all the things.
I'm older than you.
Then you're
can't
a
say that.
mega boomer.
Yeah.
Right. So, party. We're gonna go now. Here's our map. We're gonna hop in a boat. We're gonna sail alongside the coast. We're gonna go around this little peninsula right here. We're gonna go through the swamp. We're gonna go up the river. We're gonna go to Solvang. Why are we going to Solvang?
To see the
Weird.
elves.
Way to go fuck the elves.
Yeah.
Cheese. Go on to the elves for cheese.
Cheese. elven cheese.
Elves have wine, famously, so they've got to have cheese too.
The reason we were actually going to the elves is because the queen of Ayu said, "Oh, do you want to go back to your homeland? Well, the elves can probably get you there. They have boats and stuff." So that's like the real. That's like
there
the real
we go. That's the reason I was looking for.
The actual plot reason.
Yeah, the actual plot reason, not the other reason.
But the real reason we're going there is to get information on the elves to see if they can help Drekis's cause.
And maybe find out what happened to our elves, because they're all gone for some reason.
Good.
Who needs elves? Right? They're just
Literally nobody.
literally no one's ever needed an elf in their life.
Solemn did it right.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Don't be sorry.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 days of traveling in the kayak canoe, war canoe is what we're going to call it. On the way to Solvang, on the way to the swamp even. It's going to be a 3-day journey, and you'll notice that even when the swamp becomes visible, the kayak sticks to the sea. It sticks beyond the breaking of the waves, and it paddles longwise, just along the coast, staying out of the swamp for as long as possible. We're going to have 3 days on this boat before we get into anything of interest whatsoever. So does anyone want to share with us any conversation, any intrigue, any questioning with your 4 people plus your guide?
Sunny will go up to Umbala and say, "Oh, I forgive you for not mentioning to the queen that I was a princess. It's okay." She'll smile sweetly. Walk away.
So, why stay so much in the ocean here, Impala? Why not go over and see some land? See what's going on.
Oh, there's shit in the swamp.
Bill, understand. The swamp is filled with
Lizard
evil,
people?
nasty, bitey, pokey, stabby, and lizard people too. Yes.
Well, tell me more about them. We're going to be out here for a while. Fill me in. What kind of pokey and stabby? Pick your favorites.
Oh, that's a great question. Isn't it useful to learn about the local geography? It's a great idea.
It doesn't matter because we're gonna get the encounter anyway. Might as well figure it out then.
Would someone like to tell Sunny why it is we're trying to learn about what monsters are in the swamp?
Just for
so we know not
research.
to go there.
Research is the correct answer. Research, so you can bring it back to the Empire and say these are the things that live in the swamp. Well done, Sunny.
Yes.
I'd like to get my 10 experience points, please.
You can take 10 experience points. Crocodiles.
Better put that on your sheet.
What's going on?
The crocodiles come into 2 forms. There are the ordinary crocodiles, which you have undoubtedly seen. And then there are the giant crocodiles, the great crocodiles, who are at least twice the length, 2.5 times the girth. The swamps are also home to the spawnings of the green dragons. Their little hatchlings and wormlings thrive in swamps.
So you've talked about this green dragon before. I mean, do y'all give it a name, or is it just like the big worm, or
She shakes her head. No. Green dragons. There are unknown numbers. They breed rapidly. They lay clutches of eggs every year. There are... I have no idea how many ancient or adult or juvenile dragons there may be in all of Arcadia. But they spawn in the swamps, and their hatchlings thrive there. The greater ones live up the mountains. When they're very small, they live in the swamps. Once their wings have grown to full strength and they can fly properly, they tend to scatter around.
Do they work for the jungle worm?
Nothing rustles the jungle worm.
Sounds like the greatest dragon slayer, Emmerich McGarry, needs to come over here and kill them all then.
Oh, yes, Sonny. For sure. They should all come over here. Be a great place for them, it sounds like. So,
alas,
you mentioned...
there's no way for Emmerich McGarry to ever learn of this place.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So you say scatter about? Do they leave the island, or do they stay on the island? Have you ever seen any flying out to sea?
Well, do you see them fly beyond?
We do see dragons who fly. Yes.
Yeah, beyond the
over the ocean.
Over the ocean.
Yes.
Maybe a dragon flies out of here.
Maybe. Or maybe they're simply looking for fishing, and they're flying back. It is unknown.
Green dragons eat fish?
Green dragons eat everything that moves.
Fair enough. Thought they just would have stuck to this area.
Are
there a lot of them?
It sounds like an untold number here. That's what they were saying.
Listening?
Clutches every year. And
there are many, many, many baby green dragons. Countless hatchlings. I have no idea how many adults. Maybe it is just one.
Do dragons ever eat the baby ones?
I don't know. I have never seen it, but I would not be surprised. A great many lizards will eat the offspring of others. Do you not have lizards
like
or
dragons
dangerous swamp from where you come?
Lots of dragon slayers in my area.
What a nice, gentle, easy, privileged life you must lead, free of menaces of monsters.
Yep.
I will say it is fairly nice where we come from. Yes. The jungle here is very inhospitable. Of the most variety. But you never know what happens. Things can change.
Do you
always a way forward?
Do you have the electric eel hounds in your land?
Well, electric eels, they're in the water, right? They're just, we've got electric eels.
What kind of hound things?
These are a cross between blink hounds or hellhounds and electric eels. They're long, stringy things with legs that breathe water but run out upon land and bite with a paralyzing shock.
Is that a...
This sounds like what would happen if Malchus stole Nadinus's keys to her workshop for like a good 5 or 6 decades.
Umpala just nods.
You gotta be pulling my leg here.
They are
teleporting electric eel dogs.
No. They do not teleport. They they like dogs. They have legs, but they breathe water and they paralyze and do lots of shocking amounts of damage. Then, of course, there are the lizard folk, as you have seen. Giant mosquitoes and regular-sized mosquitoes. Leeches of all kinds. The OZs sometimes come out of the mountains and prowl the swamps.
What's an OZ?
It's like a long sigh. And Umpala begins to describe for you a creature who looks sort of like this. It's I'm going to make it bigger for you, don't worry.
Oh,
thank you.
Yes. It's a baboon, a 2-headed baboon with tentacles for arms, 2 on each side, and a stinging tail. And they cast spells, and they bite, and they thump, and they thwack, and they do all at the same time. A single one of these things is most devastating. One side may rip your face off with its arms, while the other side casts... he actually names one of the spells. Casts haste on itself, or spikes your mind with psychotic damage, or creates in your vision
Wait, they're
personal
psionic? I thought the
demon.
gods banned psionic in this world.
Yeah,
Looks
the
at
god
you
said
and
it's
goes, "What do you
illegal.
mean?"
Well, where we
You
came
have to tell
from,
them to
anyone
stop.
who's Psionic's not allowed in Arcadia.
What do you mean
We were
not
told.
allowed? Who would allow or disallow such things?
Get my
Gods?
then.
The gods have blessed your land to be free of psychics?
Yeah, the Psionics is completely banned, and I would think that the gods would strike down anyone who actually were created with those such powers. I believe.
Hmm. And then she looks over to Sunny. And you are one of their most powerful warriors?
Of course, I'm one of their most powerful warriors. Are you insulting me?
No.
And I'll kind of pull out the sword and say, "They don't just give these to anyone. Look at you. You have a stick."
Yes, I have a stick. A pointy stick. You have a beautiful sword made by excellent dwarven smiths.
Excellent human smiths. And I'll sheath
Your
it.
humans make swords like that?
Of course.
When
This
you don't have
land-
to fight monsters all the time, it's amazing what you can accomplish,
This is a land rich in wonders and poor in dangers.
Your land used to be this way before the mountains. Your land was not nearly as this dangerous back in the day.
How do you know these things?
I know.
Remember how you said poor in dangers?
Hmm.
That's left him all that time to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
How can
I've
one
researched
know
your land.
1,000 years ago what
We
happened?
recorded in these things like books. We write down the event. Like this book I have here. We
What
write
if
down the
someone
events
writes
of the
down
past.
lies?
That is a problem in history. We go to archaeological sites, learn things. Like, maybe what I know is wrong, but it's what we were recorded in the annals of our history from back in the day. Now,
You have
it
a
could be
book
biased.
of stories and tales, and you believe it to be true, even though you do not know it. I see.
Well,
I see.
that's fair enough.
He's got nothing better to do.
Please,
Yeah.
please. It's
Like,
just how some
about-
libraries work. Mini books.
What
Many,
is a
many books.
library?
Yes.
It's a building of
like you
thousands
said,
of
it's a
books.
lie place of many books. Many lies, many books.
Hmm. What soft people. You must live very gentle lives.
Like, the position of Ayu, for the break, there was a watchtower there that was recorded in one of the histories. But in that position. But now there's a grand city.
You seem to be judging us. Are you jealous?
Yes, I am very jealous.
That we have so much and you're here with nothing?
Sunny,
She looks
Sunny, no
over at
reason
you.
to.
No,
She has many things here. Look, she's very accomplished, and otherwise the queen wouldn't have sent us with us. She sent you with the princess. Must have a lot going for her. Otherwise, that would be really a big insult to us and to her. I feel like.
Sunny will give a fuck you smile over.
In my land, we have learned, perhaps through the hardships we have faced, to work with one another and to appreciate one another. Maybe that is not something you have had to learn where you come from, Your Highness.
Solemn is a very different place than Drekis, that's for sure. I don't know. Maybe over there they have things different. Who knows?
Are you
I will
also
return
from
the fuck you
Solemn?
smile. Oh no. I'm from Drekis. Very different place. Very, very different. Over there, people, nice swords, nice houses, nice things. But we just had some people who came back recently from a frozen land, and they say they went to a demon place. They were pretty cool. And then there's some brothers who just killed a lot of dragons. I mean, they say like 2 or 3, but I think they killed at least 5. At least 5.
And this is a great accomplishment?
At least 5, and these weren't small dragons. These were big dragons. Very big dragons. Sunny seems to be a bigger fan of one of them. Maybe she knows more. I don't know.
Yes, Sonny, these are these dragon slayers. They come from this land of Drekis, but you are from Solemn.
Yes, but their great good deeds spread very wide.
So you admire them from afar.
That's where I was going. I was
Were you
a
seeking out
diplomat.
these dragon slayers?
That's correct.
To what end? Do you have worms to slay?
We have a big great worm on Solemn, actually. And they got rid of theirs, so I was thinking that they could come and help with ours. I hired these fine folks to get me an audience. I'll point to the 3.
And what type of worm do you have in Solemn?
It's a great big red one.
A red... Named what?
Named Loria.
Loria.
She'll describe the big, great, wet red worm that she has seen because when Scoria was doing her sweeping attacks across the farmlands, it just so happened that she sweeped and destroyed Sonny's family's entire farm.
It's terrible. Absolutely atrocious.
Crazy.
Well, you have 3 days of this, and it feels like it's very tense on this boat. It doesn't feel like you are all getting along and it's happy.
Not kumbaya. No.
Yeah, it's real not kumbaya. But on the morning of the 4th day, and you've been anchoring still offshore at night. Like they bring with them an anchor and they drop it into the sea. It's actually just a cage with rocks in it, and then they have to pull up the cage with rocks in it. And they talk about being careful when you pull up the cage, and when you drop it down, you don't just drop it. Like you gently lower it to the seafloor because it's a wooden cage with rocks. And if it breaks, then like you have no more anchor and you're kind of sucked. So on the 4th day in the morning, they start heading into the swamp. And you also did get a list of the rest of the things there. The Ozed, polycanthuses, which are, some sort of herbivore dinosaur-looking thing. Shambling mounds also live in swamps, and trollaroos. And I think you all are familiar with trollaroos, and so we can...
No.
Oh, yeah. Out of
no, I'm
character.
not.
A trollaroo is a wonderful, beautiful creature. It's like the cross between a kangaroo and a troll, where it is a great large troll that has a pouch with multiple smaller trolls in it. And these aren't like independent trolls like the troll's babies. These trolls are actually psychically connected to the main troll. They're actual extensions of the main troll's body. And then it hurls these little trolls, or they crawl out on their own. And, they're trolls, so they regenerate a lot of HP really quickly, and they have
Unless
huge
you have
damage
fire.
output. You hope. You really
You hope.
Yeah.
You really hope. Okay.
Yeah. And they're very dangerous. Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is avoid.
Yeah.
Just avoid all the fucking things
There's
here.
a lot of experience in them.
What, 50?
Well, here we go, boys. Look like we're going to go die to some trollaroo.
Let's do it. We can't
Yeah.
roll all this badly again, right?
No. Well, we're in the swamp. And can I get... Wait, I'm gonna bring this to the other page. That way we can talk more effectively.
Whatever it is, it's me.
It's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in you. Roll well.
Wait. Just
What order are we in,
No,
basically?
I want an encounter. I want Umpala to see the great Sunny.
All right. So here's your boat.
Mhm.
Umpala's
That's
also here.
fine.
For some reason, she's not. There we go. There's Umpala. And they're gonna have 4 rowers, and they're gonna have Umpala, and then they're gonna have the rest of you. And so we're gonna do like 2 rowers in the front, 2 rowers in the back, Umpala in the very front, and then there's the 5 of you. So go ahead and put yourselves on the boat, how you would like to be positioned.
Yeah.
If Umpala's in the front, then I think I'll be in the back, so we'll have like the warriors in both the spots.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then,
sure.
oops, sorry.
I would like my goblin friend right here.
Right here. Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna roll a natural 1 because I want the strongest encounter. What do you want,
Okay.
Koibu? D100?
Yeah.
25 still low.
Lower percentile, good.
Just these little things, just a smidge. It's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Excellent. And can I get a second D100 from you there, Sonny?
Yeah. You want high or low on this one?
If you want the hardest encounter, you want to roll a 29 or a 100.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a 29. 58.
No.
Oh, don't worry, you got the third hardest.
It's fine. So you go into the
fish.
swamp. You know, because that's where you're going. And the swamp it's got all these tall trees, it's got little islands, it's got duckweed. Some areas are pretty shallow, some areas are pretty deep. You're in this very large boat, which we've seen. It actually has like a little outrigger thing, but my token doesn't have an outrigger, so we're not gonna worry about it. And we've got rowers, and we've got some poles, and we've got some food, and we've got some water. They warn you, you know, when you get water from the swamp, check it carefully, make sure there's no throat leeches in it. You don't want any throat leeches. And it's going fine. And Sunny, you're in the no. What's her face is in the front.
I'm in the rear.
You're in the rear. Okay, so she needs to roll this. Ooh.
Good job, Umpala.
Umpala is going to give a shout. Going to give a warning. With a tone in her voice that lets you know she's serious. And she will call out, crocodiles, followed by a cry of lizard shaman. And she will immediately go to grab her spear. And we're going to roll initiative when we come back from our break. But we're going to take our break right now. Come back, roll initiative for our swamp crocodile lizard shaman combat encounter with a dog. Dog is obviously here. Be on the other side of a break.
Oh shit!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Was it a problem? No, there's no problems. We're in the swamp, and you get this call that says, you know, crocodiles, lizard folk, shaman. And there is a quick call to arms. Everyone has at least enough time that you're not going to be surprised by the upcoming crocodiles. They're coming in fast. You can see that what do you call it that goes behind a boat that, you know,
wake.
ripples behind them? You can see the wake of the crocodiles as they swarm towards your ship.
Over. What do you want, initiative?
I want initiative. Yeah, I'm just getting the background.
Or is like Umpala like looking like she's gonna defend the ship, or is she about to fucking?
Oh no, she's grabbing her spear. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
What is she gonna do? Jump in the water? That sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, let's not count that out yet.
Alright. I'm just thinking about how badly this encounter went in EOA episode 1.
How badly did it go?
They were almost PK'd and had to retreat.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. We've already had that once.
Yeah, but there were 5E characters.
What level were they?
I can't read.
Ah, there we go. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, well, we're level 5.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
6?
That's 2E.
Or six, yeah.
You got so many levels?
Well, yeah,
Well,
No? Bill, Crocodile, Bill, Crocodile, Hank, Crocodile, Sonny, Daniel. We should have named you Umpala. And you're going to roll at initiative 6. And our friend Mada. Mada.
You're gonna cast Blessed, right?
Gonna cast Blink and literally just leave us, and we're all gonna be confused.
she is going to cast Bless. That's what she's going to do. And Bless is a full round action. So she's just going to go at the very end. And we're going to give her a speed of 99. So the first creature up is this here croc. Modify that. There we go. The first crocodile comes right on up, right against this unnamed rower, and is going to start with a bite. And rolls a 4 plus a 4 to an 8. Is a wild miss. And the second crocodile will come on up and go right for Impala and bite out at her as well with a natural 1. Wild miss. Impala just kind of pulls back, gets the butt of the spear. The crocodile's snout comes up, and she just drops a spear on the snout. Crocodile's mouths close really tightly. They don't open very well. Easy to shut. And Bill. Woodsy Bill.
I'm going to attack the one that had just attacked Impala.
Right. And you got a spear, don't you?
Yeah, sure do.
Reach out with
Doesn't matter,
9. No. It's a nasty, vicious-y creature over there, but yeah, you take a stab. You do not hit. And our next crocodile is also coming for Impala, straight up at the front.
Don't I also get the spear butt?
Yes, you do. I'm sorry.
There we go.
That's definitely a hit. You knock it for 5.
That's damage.
Next crocodile comes to bite Impala. And it does one of those things where they get their tail and it kind of like whooshes really quickly and they get like a sudden burst of speed and the crocodile like throws itself so its legs are actually up on the boat, and then its mouth comes straight for Impala and will snap her for 11. We actually need to roll proper Impala HP here. This should be... she should have this...
Have we got to gauge what level she is?
No. But you
She's
can
a
watch
great
the
warrior,
HP go down by 11. Which is
great.
not great.
No.
And...
It's better than my purple wine guess where it was going to go to.
open up a second instance of Roll20.
You've already got
Actually,
2 up.
Third instance of Roll20. Thank you very much.
That's why you need the 4th monitor, Neal.
Oh, I need a 5th monitor. Never have enough monitors. Or enough beverages. Have a
Only you had a fridge.
Oh, that'd be... telling you, man, that'd be problematic. I think there's a crocodile. Don't they have an ability? Is that only on a crit? No, the target is grappled. Escape DC 12. Right, so Impala is now grappled by this crocodile who has her bit, and she is now attached to the crocodile because it's got her in its mouth.
Wait, don't they get a DC check for that?
No, it's an automatic grapple, and then it's a DC to escape.
Got it.
Yeah. Excellent. So, next up on our initiative order is Hank. Good old Hank.
Oh, man. So Hank's looking at this, and last time Hank tried to be heroic, and every time Hank tried to be heroic, it was just met with utter defeat. So
I think you should jump off the boat into the water to fight the crocodile, actually.
What could possibly go wrong?
Just like last time, the jump.
Yeah, the jump, absolutely. Well, this is a little different, This isn't jumping across, landing in a known surface. This is a very unknown place. So I think this time we're just going to give this crocodile a good old smack and tell him no, go back, go home.
Mm-hmm. So you lash out with your two-handed bastard. Sort of looks like you're going to have to lean pretty far over the boat to hit that crocodile, right? Or are you doing it one-handed so you don't have to lean too far over?
No, we're doing two-hand stab down. We're going to flip, instead of going like this.
I mean, if you were right, if these positions were reversed, that would be easy. But, that's a big diagonal. Can you really... You can really only stab something that's, right at the edge of the boat.
You got to be bishop to do diagonal.
You'd have to really lean if you wanted to stab straight down at it. I'll give you a one-handed attack where you could reach out pretty far without having to lean your whole body over. But a two-handed attack, you're gonna have to definitely lean your whole body over the boat.
Well, then I should be slower by 3.
Okay. But,
So,
you could... I just want to be clear about the risks we're taking. I'm not saying you shouldn't take those risks.
I see. I understand.
I
I had this good conversation with somebody today. If someone's watching you do your work and they're like, hey, you can do it however you want, but you should add some tape there. And you start working, they go, hey, you should add some tape there. And they say, hey, you should add some tape there. I mean, really, you don't really have any options at that point.
I understand.
That's how it goes.
Very wise of you.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just go 3 slower, and I'll just stab it with one hand.
Okay. I mean, on the other hand, crocodiles are size large. If you 2-hand hit it, isn't that like 2d8 damage?
It is a lot of damage, yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It is 2d8.
It's fine.
But one-handed is 1d12, so we're still swinging for some big numbers here.
All right, so we're just gonna put you to a 15 then, and you'll just go after Impala. That's all right. Impala is bit by one crocodile. This other one is going to come, and it's also going to throw itself up on this boat. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with crocodiles as characters or as people. This is not typical crocodile behavior. They do not just swarm ships and bite people at random. That's not...
Seems a shaman.
That's not how they behave, right? Here we go. 6 points of damage with another fantastic bite. And Impala is now bit by 2 crocodiles and grappled by both of them. While
Where's
Sunny
the shaman
takes a
at?
turn. I don't see
They're
any
all
shaman on
right
the map.
there.
Oh, good. You called it out earlier, so I was just curious.
Oh, yeah. No secrets. What are you gonna do, Sunny? You're way on the back.
Can I push forward through the ship?
Yeah, I'll let it through.
Well, you can. It's a broad, shallow-bottomed boat, and there's a bunch of weight on it, and everyone's getting jostled back and forth. You could walk down the boat trying to push people out of the way, but we're going to be putting the boat into pretty unstable territory at that point.
Really?
Well, if everyone's flailing and creatures are pulling on it, and
I got a
some are
minute.
pulling from the side. Oh, right.
I'll get out of
And
the
what are you
way,
gonna do?
yeah.
Where are you going? What's your end game? Are you gonna be like squeezing next to Woodsy Bill?
I mean, I got an idea.
What's the idea?
How deep is the water?
Murky deep. Couldn't tell its depth because it's just green. Oh, look, there's islands like right next to you, right? It can't be that deep if there's like a tree here and an island
like a
there.
tree trunk that I can jump on, or is this like a whole ass?
That's a
tree?
full ass tree. It goes all the way up.
Can't be that deep if there's a tree there, right?
Right? It can't be that deep.
All right. Well, I mean, I have to push up here. There's nothing I can do, so I am gonna push. I'm gonna pull this or tell this rower to get back, swap me spots. There's a crocodile. I assume he's gonna want to.
Yeah, they'll swap with you. It's
Okay.
fine.
Now I'm gonna be up here, and I'm gonna attack this crocodile to my right.
You lash out with one weapon.
For 11.
11 is
High ground. High ground. Absolutely.
High ground.
If
12.
you don't get, yeah, okay,
Yep.
12 hit.
Yep.
6.
6 points of damage.
Okay. I'm also gonna. Can I attack with my dagger as well?
No, I think you're gonna be in the same situation as Hank there. If you're attacking with the dagger, you're leaning way over, which you can do, but I just want you to know you're gonna be leaning way over, and there might be additional consequential rolls.
Good on that. I have my
Okay.
turn.
All right, Daniel.
Yeah, I was gonna just move Marta out of the way from that danger, but it looks like things have moved around. There's no room to move Marta now, so I'll just ready attack, because I can't really get to the front with everyone in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I ain't going in that water because I have surveyed near the Wick River, and I can see things can just get deep fast.
Yeah. All right. All right. Holding your ground.
Also stay shallow fast.
Well, that too.
Impala is going to try to escape the grips of both creatures. That's a 24 on the strength check that she needs to escape each one. And so or I guess we'll do it at disadvantage to escape both. No. She'll get 2 strength checks, 1 against each creature. It's a 24 on each of them. Here's the first one. It's a 15 and a natural 1. And the second one is an 18 and a natural 4. So Impala, desperately trying to escape from the creatures, gets real unlucky and now needs to make a saving throw versus death because she rolled a natural 1 on her strength check, and it's a success. So she doesn't actually fall into the water, but she's just in a bad spot. And Hank, you got the 1 hand. You were going to go for the 2, and then you felt the boat lean, and you felt your center of gravity get too far, so you let go. You grabbed onto one of the beams across the middle. Now you're striking out with a single hand, and you're just gonna kill the croc.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That's how this works. We're gonna smack the crap out of it.
Well, that actually works. That's a 19 to hit for 4 damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. The crocodile will take damage, real damage, and finally, at the very end of the round, Mata will drop a bless. And she's gonna bless Bill, she's gonna bless Sunny, and she's gonna bless Hank. Because you're the nice ones. These other humans, not so much. I mean, Daniel's nice too, but he's also not in the middle of battle.
Yeah. They're more important for the bless.
So let's roll initiative for the next round. Oops, that should be at 3 higher. Nope, that's not how you add 3 to something. It'll be fine. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go
Actually,
wrong?
and this other person, I'm going to have the NPCs move at the end of the round. They're moving to the other side of the boat to try and balance it. Actually, maybe this one and this one will stay in the middle to try and balance the weight on the boat so that it doesn't tip and people don't fall over. And so we will have 4 NPCs whose sole job it is to try and keep the boat balanced while everyone else fights. And Mata...
Yeah,
go ahead.
I think I go first.
She has to roll her initiative, which is going to be a 5.
My initiative is not what I rolled, it's movement. Same thing. You can tell me if I can get this off.
Yeah.
I'm going to push past again.
Oh, you're going to try and push past Bill?
Yeah, and I'm going to push Umpala off the fucking boat. Okay.
God.
I'm pushing
Alright.
past Bill, and in the time, is this my full action, or can I?
That'd be your full action.
That's cringe because I have 2 attacks this round.
Yep. You
I'm
can
just
either make
is
2
it
attacks
even-
or you can forgo your 2 attacks and get a push.
I'm trying to think, is it even worth it then? If I hit, don't they have to release their grapple or something? What was the rule that we came on?
The rule is on critical hits, the grapple ends.
Okay. Should I get some advantages here because they can't really dodge?
Well, wait, are you attacking the crocodiles or are you pushing Upala?
I'm gonna go and attack the crocodiles because
Okay.
it's
The first thing is
round.
you got to get past Bill, right? So you can tell Bill out of my way or switch with me. What are you telling Bill as you're trying to
Switch with me.
Bill?
Sure.
All right. Not a problem. Provoking no attacks of opportunities. It's fine. You get up here. Umpala has a crocodile on one leg, a crocodile on her shoulder. She's got her spear in her hands. She's trying to pry them off, and she sees you coming up behind her, and she'll say, "Stop them!"
Yeah, thank you. Arming sword attack. High ground
Yeah.
or no? Because they're on
No.
the boat. No high ground. Do I get any advantages because they
You got
are
blessed.
currently grappling as well? They're not.
You
moving?
are blessed, but no. Any advantages you might get are easily going to be outweighed by the difficulty of standing and fighting on a boat that wobbles under your feet. 22 is a
22?
fantastic blow.
Are we doing crits there?
Nope. You have
Not
to
on-
score a natural
cool.
16 because you're a high master. But other than that,
It's an 11.
oh, it's a fantastic amount of damage to the first crocodile.
I'm also
That's
going to go in on the other crocodile with the dagger attack. So I'll
separate
pull the dagger.
crocodile.
Separate crocodile.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the injecting on the dagger.
Hmm.
Do I
What
get
poison's
any-
in that?
The poison in the dagger, I gotta look. Somewhere in my... Oh, type J.
Okay.
So, onset is
Okay.
3d6 minutes. On a 15, they die. Less than a 15, they just die. Less
Mhm.
than a 21, they're incapacitated for a day. and less than a 25, they're debilitated for 25 hours.
Love it. Okay.
Here you go. Do I get any pluses for that?
Nope. Same attack as always.
19.
19's a hit. Roll me damage.
For
2 points of damage and a 3d6
3d6
for the onset time.
8 minutes.
In 8 minutes, they will have to make a con check.
Nice.
And then they will suffer terrible poisons in 8 minutes.
We'll suffer
you'll
from
get
a minor case of death.
I'll get another attack at the end of the round.
Yep, that's it. This crocodile right here is going to throw itself up on the boat and try and get you, Sonny, with a 11. No good. Hank.
All right. Hank thought about it last round. And you know what? Hank says, fuck this. We're here for winning. All right?
That's right.
So what Hank's going to do is we're going to use our tumbling proficiency, all right? We've got this. We're going to use the tree that's next to us, okay? And we're going to use the tree to swing off. Oh, wait, we got to get the ruler, not the draggy guy. And we're going to jump off and stab this crocodile and then tumble back to where we were to begin with.
Well, okay, hold on. You're gonna like grab onto a tree branch and swing over.
Swing up and then double hand the first one, and then you pole vault it back over and land where you're supposed to be.
Okay. First off, you're not doing this crocodile. You're gonna grab a branch and use that to swing like 15 feet
and hit
over.
This one.
10 feet over here. Hit this one. And then in theory.
And then after we stab the first one, we're gonna use it to pole vault back over to where we need to be.
What is it? How are you pole vaulting with a crocodile?
The sword.
Won't the sword just sink through the crocodile? It's not going to be a pole?
No, it's going to be fine.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Give me a dex check. Give me a dex check for the grabbing the swing.
That's 31.
Yeah, I guess you've got your bastard sword. You hold it in one hand. You leap to the tree, grab a branch, and swing yourself forward. And then you land, dropping onto the crocodile and make an attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, plus one for high ground. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, we gotta go back to the select.
I wouldn't give him +1, but
and we're two-hand driving this through, of course.
Yeah, because you swing from the tree, hold with both hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. 15's a hit.
8 damage.
8 damage, yeah. You will pierce the crocodile with your two-handed sword as you drop onto it. The blade sinks deep into that thigh on the left side. And where is the pole vault?
Well, see, now this is the fun part. Now we're going to use our strength to pull it off and jump back out. It's going to work just fine.
And you're just going to jump 11 feet over Woodsy Bill onto a boat.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Roll
That's correct.
Roll me a d20.
Just a d20.
Just a d20.
18.
Oh, that's actually
You know
really
what?
good. Hold on, now I have to come up with a rule.
There is a pole vaulting non-weapon proficiency.
I would just like to say tumbling.
He doesn't have
For
it.
the record.
No, man,
For the
non-proficient. So, I mean, but with that 18, he succeeds.
Hey, I'd just like to say tumbling, all manner of acrobatics, dives, rolls, somersaults, handstands, flips, etc.
You can't do a 10-foot flip from standing on a sinking crocodile.
No, but he can.
But he did.
Actually,
How about this deal? I'll help you. Instead of going through his thigh, it went through and hit the part of the boat, so I can use the boat to push off up. Will that make you happier?
No, of course not. That sounds. Hold on, I gotta look up some rules here. All right. Pole vaulting requires a 30-foot running start. If a pole is used, it must be 4 to 10 feet longer than the character's height.
Okay.
The vault spans a distance equal to 1.5 times the length of the pole.
All right, the sword is very long.
Is it longer? Is it taller than you? No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's still long. 1.5 times. We're not pole vaulting up. We're just, using it to go backwards.
You said
you have
handstands, flips, and other shit, right?
But you need to go up.
Acrobatics.
You need to, because the crocodile is below the height of the boat, so you need to get onto the boat, but not just on the boat. You need to get all the way over Bill onto the boat.
Well, how high is this boat?
It's only a little bit off the ground, off the water, but still, like, you're on a crocodile. This is an insane maneuver, but you did roll a natural 18.
We rolled many 18s. We've rolled 2
I
18s.
will say that you don't make it all the way to where you wanted to go, but you can crash onto your belly onto the boat here. And that's the best I can do for you.
How does the bless shake out in all of this?
The bless gives you plus 1d4 to hit.
Okay.
But you hit already, so you're good.
Okay. I just didn't know what that did.
Yeah.
I just thought I was blessed from the gods, and this was the perfect time to do this.
It was perfect timing. I really am surprised you rolled the 18 on the tumbling check and then the 18 on the pole vaulting with a sword and a crocodile check. I was really hoping for a 1 or a 3 or something, so I could.
Well, it's not me rolling, so you don't have to worry about that.
But his last attacks of jumping onto things were so. It's fine. It's fine. Bill, a man has swung from a tree, thrust his sword into a crocodile, and then flopped onto the boat next to you, probably with a big shit-eating grin on his face because that was actually pretty fucking good.
My life a joke. And I'll be a normal ass person and swing at that. Looks like I hit.
That's definitely a hit, especially if you include a plus d4 for 6 points of damage. Backside.
Yep.
But they call him Backside Bill.
No, they don't.
Hit your mom Bill
last
night.
Well, I don't know. Those guys trying to recruit you went.
I want to roll the d4 on that. Good.
That's definitely a hit. 3 points of damage on the butt of the spear. You thwap the crocodile on the face after you slash open its backside. Daniel, you're still chilling, it sounds like, with a ready to attack.
No, I had to do the. Oh wait, do you got more to do?
Well, I just moved down a little bit further, so Hank has more room to stand up.
Excellent.
No, I did some massive counterbalancing on the left, trying to balance out that jump maneuver.
Excellent.
That's what he spent his time doing.
What else am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's a tough one. This crocodile here already has Sunny in grip, so she's gonna make an attack against Sunny. Just a further chomp and Impala. Yes, thank you, Impala. A chomp and a thrash, really. And it's a natural 20. She'll do an extra 1d10 on top of that. It's 13 points of damage.
Just throw her body in the water now. Then
the crocodile.
Leave it.
Attack of opportunity. Yeah.
You're right there. Yeah, she's sliding into the water, dragging Impala's body with her. Go ahead. 13's a hit.
Probably a miss. Oh, okay.
AC 12 on the
damage.
crocs. Nice.
Did I get him?
Yeah. Well, it's not dead. There's still HP on that bar. And that's that croc one. This one on the side is going to go after those legs, those Hank legs that have flopped, and they're just like at the edge of the water and desperately trying to bring them back in. It's like when your feet are hanging over the bed at night, except this time there's something biting, but it's only an 8 and it's a wild miss. And Mada will speak some words, and brilliant lights will descend through the trees from the skies, temporarily illuminating the swamp below. And the crocodile will have to make a saving throw and fail, and will take, I think it's 1...
What's she casting?
No, it's Sacred Flame. 1d8 radiant damage. 1 point of damage. Excellent. Good job, Mada.
Alright, end of the round now.
Classic radiant flame.
No, 2 more.
This one will... It's already up on deck, right? And then Impala gets ripped to shreds, and she drops it as Impala gets dragged into the water. But the crocodile's already got its legs forward, and so it waggles its tail. It propels itself forward. It crawls onto the boat. This is the one that you stabbed with the poison dagger, and it will lash out with its teeth at you, Sunny, with a 14. No good. Impala is unconscious and dying, and we're gonna take her off
hold
the
on.
sheets.
You're playing 5th edition with everything else. Is Impala 2nd edition or is she 5th? Because if she is second, she should get a death saving
We are
throw.
playing second edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, then what's Sacred Flame about?
We're playing
Yeah.
second
I'm
edition
confused.
Dungeons and Dragons. Don't worry about it. We're managing the
Did you
integration
make
just
it
fine.
2E cantrip for her?
It's
Okay.
it's
Or
fine. Don't even
Alright.
worry
And
about
Orsons.
it. Does anyone have second attacks this round?
I do, and I used only some of my movement going through the air, so I should have enough to stand up.
I did leave him room.
Yes, I
So,
think you can turn around, get up, and make your attack. I also think Sunny gets a second attack this round.
I just missed.
Oh, excellent.
15.
Oh wait, I have
for-
bless. I hit. I lied.
15 will hit, plus the bless will hit for 10 damage to that one. And Sunny, you will hit on the other one.
I didn't hit actually. I already have bless checked.
Bless should be a 1d4.
1d4.
Yeah.
It's not a flat number in this.
Oh, I do hit. Okay.
You do
here we
hit.
go.
Yeah.
11.
Excellent damage. I don't know which one you were attacking. There are two in front of you.
I don't know. Probably the one without the dagger in it, just in
Okay.
case, you know.
Two crocodiles down.
Nice.
Okay. Initiative.
I have an initiative question.
Yeah.
So, if I want to cast a spell, but I want to look for something first, do I go on the spell initiative before I start casting, or how does that shake
What do you
out?
mean you want to look for something first?
She said that there was a shaman somewhere,
Yep.
and we're getting jumped by random crocodiles.
Yep.
I want to look around for a shaman. If I don't see
So
a
that's
shaman,
a-
I don't want to cast a spell.
Then you're going to want to spend a whole round finding that shaman because you don't see anyone right now. If you want to find her, you need to find them. No, that's a separate thing altogether. You definitely don't see one right now. Yeah.
Okay, I know what I want to do. Cool.
Okay.
You and your mom.
I swear my initiative rolls have never been higher in my life. Every time.
Right, Sunny. This
Ready?
one's on the boat, and it crawls forward even further, and it opens its big, sharp teeth, and it lets out a... as it snaps on you with a 7 to hit.
Miss. I attack it instead with my arming sword and my dagger. Arming sword, 21.
Is it hit?
And my
21.
dagger is a miss. Well, yeah, it would miss it. For 10.
Excellent damage on the poisoned crocodile.
I'm the greatest fighter in the world.
This one will
Even better than your Emmerich?
Oh, yeah.
come on over here. And
Wait, that one,
Rah!
that's the one with Umpala.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
it drop her?
Yeah.
Oh, Umpala can
Well,
be
they're
saved.
not normal crocodiles, obviously.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and is going to come over here and attack one of your other river guides with an 18 for 4 damage. Chomping down on a river guide and grappling it. Excellent. Daniel, it's still no
alright.
croc near you.
Yeah. Well, there is. Like, that's okay.
It's kind of
Let me
close.
read this. Is that green bit land?
Which green bit? There's a lot of green.
Where that new crocodile would? Yeah. Is that
I
land or
mean,
is it
there's a
just
tree trunk
shallow?
coming out of there, right? The tree does like go down into water, but it's probably pretty shallow.
Look, I'll just have to do. I'm gonna try going in the water and stabbing it.
So you're gonna
a shallow.
You're gonna dump over right here and then wade forward. And
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. I'll try stabbing.
Excellent. Hold on.
And this is how he dies.
If it is, it is. Yeah,
I need you to roll me a.
I got swimming.
I need you to roll me a 3d4 minus 3.
That's how many leeches get stuck to you instantly.
3d4 minus what?
3.
3.
Ah,
4.
you
leeches.
plop off. No, the water is only 4 feet deep when you drop off the side of the boat right here.
Ah, okay, I'm good then.
Yeah, so you're up to your chest, and you can swim or you can wade. You can feel your boots sort of sinking into the mud below you.
Mhm.
Something
you
brushes against
swim?
your leg. Yeah, everyone's got the swimming proficiency.
Oh, true. You're right. Yeah.
And you can just wade up to the crocodile.
Yeah, and I'll just do 2 attack. with my dual wielding.
Yes, you have a dagger in each hand, is it?
Yeah, dagger in each hand, ambidextrous.
Excellent. Those are both hits. Roll me 2d4.
2d4.
Oh, you fucking kill it! One dagger through the face of the crocodile, the other through the neck, and the crocodile stops moving.
And if I got any movement left, I'd try to pull myself back on the boat.
I think pulling yourself back on the boat is going to be a separate action next round.
Okay.
You can get back to where you were and get
Right,
ready.
right.
Bill. It's all coming together.
Yeah, it was all coming together, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta, they're trying to drag away Impala's body.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna shoot it with the bow. Now that croc's dead, and the other croc that's actually at the front, well, it's a little kind of blocked. I can't really get at it with a spear, can I?
Not through this many people, no.
And I definitely don't have a shot, so
Yeah.
I'll just kind of sit there. I don't know what to do with my hands.
All right, Hank, it's your turn, but you're in a similar situation. With the bastard sword, you can't really reach around Sonny, who's at the prow.
Oh, Neal, but we're not in a similar situation, all right? We did just movement. That's all we did. So we're going to sheath our sword, and we're going to jump onto this tree that's not covered up by a crocodile. And we're going to shimmy on up said tree. And we're going to climb the tree, and we're going to look around for a shaman.
Beautiful.
It is. Because that tree has so many handholds, because there's no way a swamp tree with so many different branches looking thing is it just an extremely easy thing to climb. So
Mangrove.
I don't believe that it's not.
It is in 80. Oops. For a non-thief character, it is an 80% chance to climb the tree.
Well, I'm a thief character, and mine starts at 60. So what do I get?
Oh, well, okay. That's right. I forgot that you're a bard. You have whatever your climb walls check is, you have an additional plus 40% to that.
So it's at 100, so I need like a 1.
Yeah, 95 is the max your skill can ever get. So
Right.
96 to 100 is fucked. You're fine. You're great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
You scramble up the tree, and you climb all the way up, and you look around, and you make me a perception check.
So
Swamp.
Bless doesn't count for this? No?
No.
No, it's only
Swamp.
attack rolls?
Swamp and saving throws. Swamp as far as the eye can see.
I see.
But you know what? You can always try again next round. Mada.
Do I see anything other? I know what I was looking for, but do I see anything else? Are there more a bunch of wakes coming at the boat as I'm looking around?
There are not any more wakes coming at the boat as you're looking around. It looks like this suicidal crocodile is the last of its kind.
It's very sad.
Yep.
Very sad.
Mada's throwing down another sacred flame. Crocodile needs to make a saving throw. Fails. We'll take 1d8 damage. We'll take
Not
5.
5e, people. Not 5e.
Not
Yeah,
5e.
that Sacred
Not-
Flame is hit twice. This is
Not 5th edition, guys.
cannot be 5e.
Well, I
Next
mean,
round?
Bless is 1d4, but, not 5e.
Yep. Next round. Initiative.
Climb on boats is D3,
Swear to
right?
God. Yeah. This crocodile's gonna get you, Sonny.
We go at the
Your
same
17 AC is nothing.
time. It's 15 right now.
Perfect. Even better.
You know what? Based, right? Just based.
We all go at the same time.
Lots of 8s. Daniel,
Yeah.
you climb on in. I think
Six.
Yeah.
There we go.
I would normally. There's just no strength check. You're only 4 feet in the water. It's a boat. You
Yeah.
can climb in. You can
Yeah.
kick with your feet. You
Yeah.
got a swim proficiency. You're fine. Crocodile up front, going at the same time as Sunny, going at the same time as Bill.
Whoa. I got a 6.
Oh, I'm
Slow
sorry.
Down there. Whoa.
6,
No,
Hank.
we're coming out of the tree and we're dive bombing this crocodile through and through.
You're gonna try and jump from your spot on the tree to the crocodile, landing on the
Yeah.
crocodile on the boat.
Yes. And with tumbling, no damage. That's the beautiful part about this whole encounter.
All right, give me
So-
that tumbling check to land on the boat in a way that you're not gonna fall off the boat. It's a difficult situation.
Well, I think if I fall off or not, I should get to attack the crocodile.
Oh, you'll get the attack.
The
tumbling check is, how successful your land is. You're getting the attack off no matter what.
Okay.
19. You're going to fall in the water eventually. But give me the attack.
That's fine.
Neal, he didn't land. This is a swamp.
It's for total damage.
Well, no, because that is a critical hit, my friend. Roll me another 2d8.
2d8 for
22. I think what happens...
I try to land and it goes in half.
Well, it's a sword down, right? So I think
that's true.
You go through the crocodile, through the boat, and then sort of like pancake yourself on the crocodile, but it's more of like a bounce and a tumble, and you lose your grip on your sword, which is now, pinning the crocodile to the boat, and then you fall in the water.
Wait, what sword does 2d8?
A bastard sword.
A bastard sword wielded in 2 hands against a large creature does 2d8 on a hit. We don't normally use the small, large creature damage rules because they get a little bit weird.
They get great.
It's 2d6 though, right?
Huh?
One of the best characters
Normally
ever.
A bastard sword, I think, does 2d6.
Has 4
no,
different
normally
damage
it does 1d8, and then two-handed versus a small creature, it's 2d4. Oh, wait. Yeah, and then one-handed versus large is 1d12, and two-handed versus large is 2d8.
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Winner is that two-handed sword against large. 3d6, maybe.
The crocodile is dead. Sonny, it's your turn.
I'm gonna
Mata.
jump and swim after Umpala.
Yeah, well,
and see if I
Umpala.
can save her.
Yeah, she is bleeding out.
I'll grab her. I'll bring her back to the boat. I'll throw her on the boat. I'll stay in the water and yell for Mata.
Mata,
it's not heal her.
Yep. The two of you can drag her on the boat. Mata will drop a cure light wound, bringing bringing Umpala back to 1. And we'll get real quiet. The other rangers gather round.
Everyone get back on the boat. Let's start rowing.
Whoa, Sonny, let's she said there was a shaman. There should be one here somewhere. Everyone should look around for it. Make sure they're not getting more of these crocodiles. I know we're worried about our buddy Impala.
These crocodile bodies are floating right now, right?
No, the crocodile bodies appear to have either sunk into the swamp or dissolved into thin air, and they are just gone.
Did it disappear after I killed it, or when I wasn't looking?
Give me a perception check. Let's see.
I'm also gonna give you a perception check because I think I killed 1 crocodile or 2.
You were in the middle of saving Impala, so we're gonna skip your perception check. But
31.
Daniel was not in the middle of like this rescue mission or trying to pull himself back on the boat, and so you'll see that these things just sort of like dissolved into dust before your very eyes. They just kind of like crumbled and Thanos themselves out of existence.
What's a Thanos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Sonny, I agree. We need to find a way to go. I mean, I know I killed 2 of them, and Daniel got 1, and you got 1, but we need to figure out which way we're going to go first. So we really need Impala for this. So I think we should really look around and see.
Oh, Impala's right here, and she can talk. Impala, which way are we going?
Are you alive?
It's more lizard folk. They send the gators first, the crocs first, but they're more out there.
Are they underwater? Are they going to pop up from under? Or are they going to be from the sides? Are they going to swim like the crocodiles?
What do I look like, a fucking psychic?
Yes!
I'm not!
We have those here!
Should we keep rowing, Impala?
Or go back?
Keep going. Be on alert. Watch out. Someone drag me to the middle of the boat.
Yeah, I'll go to the front of the ship. I'll bring her to the middle, and we will get the rowers back, and we'll keep going.
Yeah.
I'll go to the rear of the boat now so the rower can move back to normal spot, and I'll keep a lookout.
All right.
I'd like to give Mata a high five and say, good job.
Thank you. I hope no one else get hurt.
I'll look back and I'll say, jungle goblins aren't so bad now, are they?
You can see the rowers / pullers are like, you know, the worst person you know has just said something really smart, and that's how they feel about the goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw Mata one of the bottles of wine and be like, "You should share this with our buddy on the ground. Maybe this will make her feel better," and see what happens.
Now, are these going to be 5e lizard folk or 2e lizard?
They're gonna be dead lizard folk. That's all that matters, McTacky.
You get everything up and running. The whole mission moves forward just a little bit when the next stage of the combat begins. I'm going to want the people... I'm going to want all the members of the party to roll me a perception check.
24.
Ooh,
28.
31, 24, 28, 18. Pretty good rolls across the board. Hank, you're looking for that shaman and you still can't find him.
That's all right. We were too busy looking in the bag.
Yeah. But there's a ripple in the duckweed, and then all of a sudden, the trees begin to bend, and the duckweed on either side of you and the lily paths on either side of you just sort of move towards the boat, and the boat's progress begins to halt as the vines and weeds and roots and trees and branches and leaves all reach out and begin to grasp at the boat. Everything in a 20-foot square. So we're going to draw a shape. We're going to draw, it's a 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is a 20-foot square? 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is our 20-foot cube. And
20-foot, huh?
It.
Not... that's interesting.
20-foot square?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm just saying, that's indicating a certain edition that we aren't
Where did they do it?
A lot of custom spells, it's a big, complicated world. This is echoes of the ancient, after all. It's a messy thing. But it's right here where, in this zone, the... Ooh, that's not the color we want. There we go. Where everything begins to get grabbed.
Did I see the goblin? What? Did I see the shaman with my perception?
Yes, I was just going to get to that. 20 feet, 20 feet. Yes, you will have all noticed, those of you that passed your checks, that there is a... it's this duckweed over here that seemed to be moving when... right before... you noticed some odd movements in that duckweed because you're looking for the crocodiles coming for you, and then everything starts to come out and grab at you. So whatever it is, it's well hidden in that zone. But since we're just about at our breaking point, why don't we take a break? We're going to come back. We'll begin with the second round of combat, or the second instance of combat, and we'll see you on the other side with some more. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rides of Drekis, Chapter 3. And we're on a boat. And the trees have bent down to grab hold of our people. And it's time, everybody, to play the initiative game one more time.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. It's everyone's favorite turn.
Can I throw a rock? That's asking.
You don't have a rock unless you were picked one up earlier and brought it with you, because the boat is rockless.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I rolled an 11.
Thank you.
What do we want to do?
This.
I'll take
How
up.
far can you jump? I know that's the most memed question of all time.
It doesn't exist in 2E, unless you got the jumping proficiency.
Correct. That is the true answer, is that there are literally 0 rules for it, so I would ask you to make a non-proficient jumping check, and the answers are pretty shit. They're all pretty short and very, very ordinary and reasonable.
That's even in Spelljammer, by the way, and you're meant to jump onto other ships. They haven't got rules for jumping on other ships if you got the jumping. Or you're a race that has
20 feet. You lay down, you're 6 foot.
I'll roll that.
6 foot 4.
From a standing start, you can jump, if you met past your non-proficient jumping check, 1d6 plus half your level in feet. Not a lot.
That's all right. We have diving, which is just like jumping, only not the same. But we've much better success ratios.
Are you playing a Dragoon?
Yes.
Did you get a Dragoon kit? Because the Dragoon kit's pretty powerful. It's in the splat.
I actually don't know that at all. I'll read that later.
Yeah, it's in Dragon Magazine, so Neal probably wouldn't allow it. It's not called Dragoon, it's called something.
Excellent. So I guess I did ask you to all make initiative rolls. That might have been premature on me because we all have to pass our saving throws. Everyone in this zone, give me a saving throw versus spell. And I think Daniel's actually not in that zone. Lucky Daniel.
No.
Everybody else.
We should still have bless.
If I don't get to go on my lowest,
Saving throws are
affected
affected by Bless.
Let's see. Bless has a concentration of up to 1 minute, so a duration of up to 1. Well, we're gonna do 10 rounds, and it's been less than 10 rounds, so Bless is still going.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I pass. Thank God.
So it'd be
We're 3 buddies.
an additional D4. Hank will pass. Woodsy Bill will fail. Sunny will fail. And you are entangled.
Can you do one for the boat?
Oh, the boat is definitely failing. We're not even gonna bother rolling from it. It's got so much stuff grabbing it from so many different places, and it is not sentient. It's super grabbed.
I feel like we should get around before we're grabbed, actually.
Because perception checks.
It's gotta grab the boat first.
No, it's all things. Everything in the area is being grabbed. Like whatever is closest is being grabbed at. So the trees are bending and grabbing you. The plants are grabbing. Yeah, it's just a big mess. Things are being grabbed all over. And y'all are sort of grappled by these trees and these branches. Your movement rate is no longer 12. It is now 0. And you can still act like you're not so badly grabbed that you are completely helpless, but you can't move from where you are. Like the trees are grabbing at your head and grabbing at your clothes and grabbing at your arms and coming around your waist. So, like you can still sort of like move in place a little bit and maneuver. You can still get at your weapons. You can still get at your tools, but all of your physical movement is sort of spent just trying to wriggle free. You want to escape this grapple. You can use your action to try and escape. Otherwise, you can use your actions to do whatever sword attacks or bow attacks or spells or whatever you want. Actually, no spells, but other than that, yeah. So if you're going to keep your actions, go ahead and keep your initiatives. Otherwise, you can reroll.
Okay, so I passed mine. I'm going to keep my initiative. And I am diving off the boat to this tree.
Movement's 3?
Yes.
I'll just keep my initiative then.
Because I'm 6'4", so I can jump, from the time 6'4". I'm a tall boy. For the time that we leave and hit the water, I should be able to dive to this tree, no problem. 20 feet.
You are first, Hank. What did you say? I'm sorry, I was doing some math on the side. You're grabbing onto a tree again?
Oh yeah, we're back to the trees, baby. We're gonna be a monkey.
Where
so we dove
are you
off the boat.
Show me where you're. Give me some movement.
This way.
All right,
we're diving.
You're diving here, and then
and swimming, but we're not diving down like a 2-year-old child learning to dive for the first time. We're diving like a true swimmer, as we are, out. There you go. and we're swimming to the tree and climbing the tree.
Okay. Well, with the
And we
3
should
on
have
your
some good
initiative,
forward momentum.
or a natural
Good
1 on your
forward
initiative
momentum.
roll, total of 4, you can leap over the water. I think if you're diving into the water, you can clear that 5-foot area without too much problem. You're a proficient swimmer,
I am a proficient swimmer.
and you're a
Everyone
proficient
here
tumbler.
I am a proficient tumbler.
All right, it's fine. You can get there. You can swim over to that tree and give me that climbing check. Same as before. Do not roll a 96 or above on a D100.
Okay.
69. That's fine. That's a
Nice.
fine roll.
Okay.
And
Very good
you
roll.
can scamper up the tree.
All right, and I'm gonna look around again for said shaman goblin
Yeah, give me a
Goblet.
perception check.
or shaman thing,
Yeah.
lizard. I'm looking for a shaman that I can't find. He's not there.
You cannot find the shaman. That is true. But you do find some other lizard folk, some lizard people, lizard men, armed with, looks like some sort of crocodile hide over a wicker shield and spears. And they're like coming up out of the water so that their necks are out of the water, and they're beginning their day. This is a wonderful start to the morning for them.
Good breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast.
Yeah. So that is what their attack is, I suppose. And you know what they're gonna do? This boat is all grappled and climbed and stuff. So these creatures will just kind of swim or walk or paddle or wade. Actually, that's too many. I'm sorry. They should all go in proper order. This one will come over here, and this one will stay in the water, so it's partially covered. And they're gonna come. And they're gonna see you in this tree, and they're gonna throw their javelins at you, because they're not gonna climb the tree, but they're definitely gonna just toss these in your direction.
How much cover do I get from all the branches in the way?
Natural
Doesn't matter.
20
It's like a nat
is,
20.
is gonna
Oh.
get
Yeah.
you. I would
Yeah,
give
well, that one's
you.
gonna get me.
I was gonna give you. Where's my cover and concealment rules? You have
it's tougher.
25% cover at best.
I think that's true. That's fair.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
maybe
branches on
penalty
this
two.
tree. Okay.
But the 20 will hit you for 3 damage.
Yep.
And
I'm
the
good with
second
that.
one is a 6 minus 2 is a 4, is gonna miss. And then
Roll double damage, or does it already do that?
you're right. I forgot to roll the critical. Thank you so much, Sonny. Let's turn that 3 to a 7. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And yeah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. The javelins will then fall to the water. Or the one that missed you is going to sail past you and land in the water over here. The other one that hit you is going to be sort of sticking in you. And Bill,
Based.
you were grabbed by the tree.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Sucks.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Your speed is 0. You can try to escape, or you can fight while being grappled by the tree, which provides penalties.
Well, if I try to escape, I have to actually get out of the square to not have penalties, right?
Correct. If you escape, you will. If you pass your escape check, you should then use whatever remaining movement you have to leave this square. Otherwise, at the beginning of next round, you'll just have to make another saving throw, which you might make next round.
That sounds sure. Yeah, definitely do that. So what? Strength check.
I do believe it is a strength check. Yes.
1 strength check.
Oof.
No strength check.
A 19 is not going to be good enough. You were looking for a
21. I'm assuming.
I think this is actually yes. You're looking for a 21. Looking for a 21.
Yeah. So I guess
right.
that's my turn.
Yep. You struggle. Daniel, you're free.
I am going to try to cut Marta free from the entangle because Marta's at the edge.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's very nice of you. Go ahead and give me a. You've got a knife in hand.
2.
Marta's pretty
Yeah,
small.
I'll use 1.
Yeah. You can make
Is it
me a
just
strength check
time?
or a dex check, whichever one you prefer.
Uh,
I think dex is probably your better one.
yeah, I'll grab that. Sorry, I had to refresh. Yeah,
No
roll
worries.
it now. Yeah, there we go. 25.
Yes. You have freed Mata, who did forget to roll in. And is going to just roll in right now. And oh no, they had rolled in already.
Oh, had they? Oh,
No.
they're at 13. Oh, you moved it.
Were they?
I don't
They're at
remember
13
what it was
now.
before.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine is what it is.
Well, Mata's
It's fine.
free, and because they're a goblin, I can move them out of the entangle. Right? They're little.
Yeah, I mean, you're cutting free, and I think Mata's turn is coming up, or you can drag them out. Either way, they will be They will free. Perfect.
Yeah, just so there's room for them.
Now, Sunny, you're at the prow of the boat, and this big old tree's come and wrapped itself around your waist, and some of the other
Can I do a
branches are
dex
grabbing
check
you in the hair.
to cut out myself?
No, it's specifically a strength check because you're being grabbed by like branches. Mata was just grabbed by some grasses. That was fine, but you're grabbed by branches. You need to bend your way out of this. And a 16 will not do. All right. This other lizard is coming on over here and is going to throw a javelin up at this guy. It's a great idea. A 7's not going to do it, though. Mata is free and clear and is going to formulate plans for next round. The next lizard folk is going to come on over here and throw a javelin. It's a wild miss. And the next one's going to come and throw a javelin. And it's a wild miss. And God, Hank, if you aren't just taking all the throws, 16, but penalty of 2. What's your dex? What's your AC come from?
Magic and dex.
Magic? Oh. Magic.
I don't have any magic.
No, you don't.
I don't have any magic either.
I took 7 so far.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You have taken 7. Has that broken your spell?
Not yet.
How many more points until it breaks your spell?
Okay, is that important? Is that
Yeah.
is that a good thing to know?
Yeah, it's a really good thing to know. Do you know?
I do know, but do you
Would
really
you
need
share
to
it
know?
with the class?
I mean, I guess if you really want.
I would
to share with the
love
class.
to know.
Armor is 8 plus 1 point per my caster level, so that's going to be a 14. So when I take it 7, so that's 5 more.
All right.
I know
7
wasn't
and
enough.
5
That's
is
all I
not
knew.
14.
Well, 14 minus 7 is 5, and
No.
I need 5 more points to break. 7.
Yes.
I told you math hard. All right.
Math,
hard
you
day.
already did math for today. It's okay.
Did math for the day. Maybe
Math
we didn't
is
talk
done.
about that. We've done math.
We've done
No
math.
more math.
All right. Well, that's the end of this round.
Public math stream.
Next round for initiative.
High or low? Somebody.
I mean, I don't know what I can even do now.
McTacky, Connar. High or low?
Hi.
High.
Oh, did the
Call.
2 rowers manage to fail their strength checks in the entangle to get out of it, or last round?
The rowers. That's a great question. They should both get spells. They both failed,
All right, fair enough.
and they both wildly succeeded on their strength checks. And so they are going to. One of them's going to occupy the same square as Umpala, and the other one is going to crawl back here and be squished with everybody.
Oh,
He doesn't push the goblin to be squished in the middle. He squishes with everybody instead of moving the small thing in between everybody.
And touch the jungle goblin? Are you crazy? You know how badly
You
those
know-
things stink?
Do you know that the Jungle Goblins saved their leader's life and there's shit going down? Sometimes mistakes are made.
That's fine. They're just gonna squeeze with each other. Why not? Why squeeze with the goblin when you could squeeze with humans? You know?
All right, whatever.
Priority.
I assume the
dude.
boat doesn't tip because we're still entangled. So the
The
entangle's
boat-
keeping our boat in.
Yes, very wise.
Yeah.
Can we talk about these squares here for a second?
Filthy
Yeah.
jungle goblin.
So let's take a look at these guys right here who are next to each other.
Yeah.
So I know his spear is technically in that square, but they're all occupying this whole square, correct? Both of them?
I don't understand.
A lot of them threw their javelins and
they all threw their javelins. They're all weaponless.
Yeah. But these two guys are technically next to each other, correct?
These two?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
these two are adjacent.
So I'm going to summon a horse over them and drop the horse on them.
You have to summon your horse on the ground. You cannot summon the horse in the air and drop it onto people.
It says within 10 yards. That's all it says.
You must
it's
summon the horse on the ground. You cannot summon the horse in the air to fall on people.
Operation Dumbo Drop.
Tactical horse incoming!
There is no horse dropping. I love the idea. In shenanigans that would fly. It's not going to happen.
On a branch. You summon it on a branch.
That's all it says. It's 10 yards.
Yes, and that's why we have dungeon masters to take the basic bitch rating of the spells and tell you what is absolutely insane and unacceptable. The horse must be summoned on the ground.
What? I don't understand what the problem is here. Can I summon on a tree branch or does it fall?
You must summon the horse on the ground.
So
underground is also acceptable.
How long does Entangle last?
How? You have no idea.
I just want to make sure you knew.
Oh yeah, I know. Totally.
What round number are we at, Neal?
Don't worry about it, guys. Just focus on surviving.
Yeah, I'm focused on this horse that I can't drop right now. I don't understand.
You cannot drop the horse from the sky. Not happening.
You wouldn't give me magic missile, Neal. What do you want from me? All right.
He wants more Pervin's.
I couldn't get first aid.
Wall of fog. All right, hold on. Let me read another spell real quick and see if it's the same speed. I haven't made my
The first
sheet with her
level spell
altogether
is
yet.
it's speed 1.
Speed 1? Okay, it's the same speed. All right, we're going to do
Also,
a wall of fog then.
If this makes you feel better, Mount has a casting time of 10 rounds.
Depends on which one you look at.
Do the smaller ones cast faster?
1 turn?
1 turn is 10 rounds.
Yeah.
10 rounds? Oh, yeah. That does make me feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't developed
Sensible
turnaround
language
technology yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn rounds.
I don't know why someone decided to call combat rounds rounds, but then 10 rounds a turn? Like, was there some sort of clock that had 10 squares, and once you go through all 10 rounds, it's
compatible
turned
with-
once?
I think I know this one.
1-8.
I think I know this one. The dude was British. And he's thinking like pounds, shillings, and all that shit. So it's like, oh yeah. Of course you got 10 rounds in a turn.
See, that almost doesn't make sense.
What is taking this round so long? I'm so confused.
Okay,
All right.
I'm sure it's going to be compatible
Wall of
with
fog.
1-8.
Okay, there we go. Wall of fog.
Yeah. Misty vapors within spell range, wall of fog, obscure sight, normal, infravision, yada yada yada. Beyond 2 feet. More or less vapors I want.
Do you get
I get
one
a 20
20
foot
foot
cube,
plus a
plus
10 foot
another
cube for
6.
each level. Yeah.
So I get 80 feet of wall of fogging.
Yeah, it's almost like that. Like you get one that's like this, and then you get a whole bunch that are like, I'm sorry, that's the wrong size. You get one that's twice this size,
Yeah.
and then you get 6 that are smaller. So you get 1 this size, and then you get 6 this size, and then you can place them however you want.
I would like. Oh man. We're gonna go like right here. Oh, there you go. Right there.
Let me.
And then,
I'm just gonna give you some tokens and allow you to place them as you wish. That way we don't have to try and communicate, because who wants to communicate when you could just not?
Just not. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
So this belongs to Hank. There you go. And this is not quite big enough. Actually, that might be.
One more time, I think.
Yeah, one more time. One more square. There we go. So can you copy and paste this?
Can I?
Yeah, you can click it and drag this now, right? This wall of fog.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you copy and paste it to make another one?
Control
Control C, Control V.
Is that really all it is? No.
No? Okay, that's a bummer. Then I'm going to make you a bunch of small fogs.
Okay. Thank you.
If he lets you control C, control V, you can have as many as you want.
That's
There you go. All right, place these at will. And while you're doing that, I'm
don't put
going
them
to.
on you, Will.
I'm going to have this lizard folk. Oh god. Oh no, the fog walls are in the way. Back. All right.
how tall is this tree?
The tree goes up quite a ways. I think you're probably 15 feet off the ground.
Okay, cool, legit. I like
This
this one,
one's
I
gonna
think.
go back. This one's gonna go back. These lizard folk sort of probably swim through the water back in the direction that they came, and we will get to Daniel.
All right. Yeah, so all I see is fog now,
Oh.
I assume, and my friend's entangled at the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Look, the rowers broke free. Can't you two break free too?
Oh, help me, Daniel!
You're at the far end. I can't reach. Like if I
I'm in
cut
the water.
Order. No. Oh,
Well, what are you doing,
past
Daniel?
turn. Past.
All right.
Just ready action in case they get caught, but they're not going.
Excellent. This lizard folk is going back. This lizard folk is going back. Now, wall of fog. It obscures all sight beyond 2 feet. Is that what it says?
Yep. As long as you're in it.
They can't see
Well. This might have actually been a very useful spell after all. Okay. Sunny, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to try and break free again. Here you go.
You can do it, Sunny.
I failed.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Bill, break free, Bill.
I got this.
No.
I don't got this.
You got a plus
Okay.
13.
All right, and you know what? We're actually going to end our combat here. The lizard folk, we're going to engage you in combat. They got the spell off. They had already weakened the group with the crocodiles. Everything has been going according to plan. But then, this magic came out of nowhere. They realized that they're fighting other spellcasters, and that while they can summon infinite animals to fight for them, maybe we should just wait for another easier group to pass. There's no point in
defeated them.
risking our lives.
We defeated them. Huge.
Yes,
How many count them? 1,
Yes,
2,
you
3,
did.
4, 5, 6, 7.
you did
Plus
defeat
Shaman.
them.
And 4 alligators.
Yeah.
We're back in the swamp. Of course, you're still bound for a while.
I think Woodsy should be free because he had blessed, so he would have had a +1 at least.
I'm talking about the boat though. The boat is still bound.
Oh, but
Yeah, the boat
Sorry.
is still stuck. No, it's all good. For a while. For a nice long while. But eventually you'll all escape and you can all hang out at the back of the boat until such time that the trees and grasses and vines and duckweeds all begin to relax their grips and let go, and the party can proceed forward. Well done, everyone. You've survived again.
did you know that 1,500 years ago that this was like a nice river that flowed out of a big lake right over that way? Like, it was not like this at all.
How do you know
That's-
Books.
that?
I'm a big fan of the books, except for when people try to tell me what's in the books, and then like that ruins
Well-
my storytelling. Like if they already know the ending, how can I tell a good story? Like,
Well, these had pictures in them, right? They had pictures of old maps they had from back in the day when the Empire of Arcadia invaded East Arcadia. Because this territory used to be united, but there was 2 existing empires down here.
Now, do those books tell you anything on how to not get attacked by lizard folk?
Oh, they weren't lizard folk living in this spot back then. So,
mm,
no.
Damn, fat lot of good that did.
That's
They don't
disappointing.
appreciate your education here, Daniel. This country backwoods guy and this princess, which technically might be a crime to pass herself off as nobility. I mean, she's not. It's different. You know, she's in a different land. Maybe it's fine here, but these people, they don't appreciate this knowledge that you've gained. How does that jive with Daniel? Is this just par for the course, or?
Well, it feels like my talents are being wasted again. That's why I branched out originally to board games, to throw people, teach them history through playing games about history.
Oh.
Like no one knows about Arcadia. No one in modern Arcadia anyway.
No, it's all lost completely.
Yeah, so, I made a game about battling. People like battling, but no one cares about the classic.
Well, wasn't the first game successful?
Well, the first game was successful, but...
The expansion pack, not so much?
No.
Yeah. Well...
I'm sure being in jail will do that to it.
Hey, that was beforehand. Like, it was the new board game I made trying to make it about the modern war, which landed me in jail.
Well,
how did it land you in jail again?
Well, they found classified maps in my cottage. I didn't put them there. Someone planted them. But I was making a board game based on the recent war.
Yep. The Thunder of War. It was going to be a great game. Anyway.
It's Arma 3 that the developers got arrested for espionage, not War Thunder. War Thunder is when the fans are leaking information to the forums.
Did the developers actually get arrested for leaking?
Yes! I told you that. Yeah, I think it was Italy. They took photos of a military base.
Men were vacationing in Greece, touring some sites that were part of the upcoming game, taking photos, and arrested for spying on military bases.
Yeah, that's where I got the idea for this.
Wow, I did not know about this one.
It's not War Thunder.
I didn't realize that there were multiple video games that were causing, espionage or leak of information problems, but it's fine. It's fine. You can continue through the swamp for the rest of the day. And by the end of the day, you'll have made your way through the swamp and at the base of the river that should bring you eventually all the way to Solvang, and everything is gonna be fine. It's all going according to plan here. This is gonna take you a little while to go up the river.
Was Umpala thank the goblin?
Oh, you're asking the real questions here, dude.
Because if she doesn't ever reach out, something's gonna talk about it.
Yeah, she doesn't reach out.
I'll go over to Umpala. Umpala, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, princess. How are you feeling?
I'm just dandy. I'm so sorry that you got attacked by those crocodiles. Thank you for being so brave at the helm.
My pleasure. Glad I was able to warn you in time so that you could fight them off.
Agreed. I'll hold up the front of the ship while you recover. I think you should maybe thank and talk to Mata. She can help you heal your wounds even more. Well, she saved your life.
What? What do you mean she saved my life? No, you must have that one. The man named Hank must have cast healing magic on me. I saw him bring clouds from the skies, bring mist to the ground. I shake my head.
Hank can't cast healing magic.
You're so kind. I appreciate you liking me and all my cool things I can do. Most of the time I cast that one and it's just goes a totally different way. But no, the healing and the gods and me, we're good friends, but not that good of friends. It's my little buddy here. And I'm going to point to Mata, and I'm going to have my bottle of wine going. And I was smart this time, I thought about this problem of not having any cups and how my frosted cubes from Portland can't go in anything unless, So I specifically picked rocks now that will fit into my wine bottle. So I can drop them into the wine bottle. So the whole bottle can be... Yeah, not necessarily little pebbles. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's magic. The pebbles, whatever. So I dropped my 2 pebbles that I made on our journey over here into the wine bottle. and I'm sharing it with my buddy Mata, and I'm gonna hand the bottle to him and like kind of point over because he's a food lover. What can I say? We're buddies.
Umpala looks you deep in the eyes, Sonny. She's weak, right? She's on the verge of death, just able to like talk and kind of roll over back and forth, but not able to actually do anything until she's had a day of rest. And she'll reach up and she'll grab at your collar, Sonny. She'll look you deep in the eyes and say, "The goblin saved my life. This is a crime. You must end it now. I cannot live. Be that goblin's servant. It is not an honorable life for a warrior."
If you just go and talk to Mata, I don't think that she'll make you be her servant or his servant. Just go say thank you.
Umpala looks over at her rowers who are very focused on the rowing. Definitely not
Mata's
overhearing this conversation. Mata is looking expectantly.
Scratching her butt.
Umpala looks
That's
at the
interesting.
goblin.
Oh,
Gutters once. I need rest. It's too much. My body is weak. I'm weary. And she just slumps into the bottom of the boat and like curls into the smallest ball the large woman can form.
I'll leave her alone until tomorrow.
Yeah, she's having a hard time processing this grief.
I'll go and kind of when I see him fall asleep, I'll go talk to Mata.
Mm-hmm.
Mata, do you know what this means?
What does what mean?
Well, you saved Umpala's life. Do you know what that means?
No? You're alive now. That's what it means.
Yeah, but she owes you a life debt. She has to serve you now.
Ayu has life debt.
Forever.
All people I save serve me forever?
People from Ayu.
Well, just her specifically.
Why?
Because that's the rules that she follows. Not everyone follows that.
Oh.
Like, you saved me, but I don't have to serve you, right? 'Cause
I don't
believe in
understand.
that. Umpala, your slave.
I
Good day.
Fine?
Yeah.
But what about Hank? Is he my slave?
Hank's my slave.
What about Daniel? Is Daniel my slave?
Yeah.
Whose slave are you?
she'll look up.
I'm a slave to the gods and Emmerich McGarry.
Oh, me too. Yeah, he's slave to gods.
To Dub.
And McGarry. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Says not knowing what you mean, but trying to fit in.
It's fine.
Just when you see Umpala, tell her it's okay and, it's all good.
You can see the rowers looking sideways at you.
I'll smile.
Do I get to hear this nonsense?
Oh, everyone hears this. The
Everyone
boat
hears
is
it. It's
only
my
like
boat.
30 feet long. Everyone hears this.
Also
We're gonna
shaking
look
my
back
head.
over at Sunny and be like, "Hey, Sunny. So about being your slave. Maybe this slave killed 2 crocodiles. I think that Sunny, the masterful warrior, killed 1 crocodile.
No, those weren't real crocodiles.
Oh, okay. That's not real. Okay.
It doesn't
I just
matter.
wanted to make sure we were doing some good math here. Sometimes I'm struggling with this math. Hey, Mata. So
Yeah?
everything
I got
Sunny just
mathematical
said,
proficiency.
Yeah.
Dub, beat on her head with a lot of sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Very hard. Make
Yeah.
a lot of good noises.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not speaking the good words.
What do you
Just
mean?
The,
When Dub
You
hit
know,
you with
af-
stick, you speak truth.
I know.
yeah, truth. But you remember when you drink much jungle juice and later
Oh,
you
yeah.
say things and not always truth, even after big sticks?
No.
No?
Dub hit
You
me.
never
and I-
remember? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Forget on Mata. Just
Did you have that memorized for today?
He
fuck
did.
yeah, I did.
He always does.
God. All right.
'Cause you didn't give him massive.
Well, you didn't give me other freaking 2nd level
This
spells.
is great, dude. This is wonderful. And look how useful your spells are. Look how often they're coming into
I'm
play.
dropping some frosted Porvin's cubes in some wine glasses.
Did your fog cloud not save the day?
No, that's true.
That's a first level spell.
Okay. And forget, how long? From 1 minute
A while.
previous. So for every 3 levels,
do they get a
another bit
save?
of time has passed. There is a save to negate. So you are a 6th level caster. So it's 2 minutes of conversation, which is perfect.
And he gets a -2 because it's a single target versus a multi-target.
Okay. Yeah, so Mata will get a saving throw versus spell at a penalty of 2. Mata's gonna need a natural 18, and Mata does not get it. Mata immediately forgets the conversation that was had.
Now, Sonny, let's remember here. We're here to make friends, and these elves are taking us home. Let's not use the big stick to stir the pot. Let's use the big stick to beat the things. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Sonny. I think we both give you the fuck you smiles. Like, why are you doing this to me?
Well, later.
I'm just glad not to be in the middle of it this time.
The boat will find something close to a sandbar and put their, crap anchor on the sandbar.
Wait,
and let the boat
South Bank, right? South Bank, right? We're not going North Bank sandbar. Right?
No. Middle of the river sandbar.
Okay, that's
what we're looking
fine
for here.
Okay.
Did we spend a night and get a rest or no?
That's where we're at. We're spending a night to get a rest.
Does my buddy Mata, as we're drinking wine, have any more healing spells?
Mata has one more spell to drop, and I guess they will drop it on you. That is
are you
1d.
sure it's on Impala?
No, Impala
I'm
cannot receive
100%
any
sure.
more healing
Oh, the
until.
rower who got injured by the crocodile?
Nope.
No.
Nope. We're giving it to Hank. Hank is nice. Hank makes the quesadillas.
Okay,
When's the last time Hank made a quesadilla, actually?
It's been a little while.
since we left town.
Yeah.
We're on a boat. He understands fire on the boat's not good. All right. You need fire for quesadillas.
This is true.
But don't worry, we're gonna introduce him to tacos here soon because we're gonna run out of cheese.
I think it's 1d8 plus 4. I will double check. I think you get 5 HP.
There's actually some. You're not going to use it, but there's actually some kits that increase how much healing you can do with your spells.
Yeah, no, that's not what's happening. I think it's just 1d. I think it's 3. It's 1d8 plus 2. I don't know why I added 4.
Plus 2?
I'm pretty certain. I'm double checking the math right now.
Math is hard.
No, it's
Especially
1d8 plus
public
1.
math.
Sorry, it's 2. 2 points.
Well, that went down.
Ooh.
Yeah, it went real
quickly.
fast. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not good.
You went from almost full to
Still missing some.
So is that a 2e heal or a 5e heal?
That's
Second.
2e.
It's a Modic heal.
Yeah, but I mean, Marta's got other 2e.
We're
other
playing
5e
second
spells.
edition, so it must be a 2e heal.
And it's on your spell list. The fire throw.
Wow, there's a mystery here to figure out then, if there's incomplete information. Good
What
luck.
edition are we playing?
Good. Well,
Yeah.
definitely playing second edition, right? Because there's Thaco involved.
Yeah.
So,
The
I'm
drug-
excited to meet the elves.
Yes.
But we're playing with psionics, and you never play with.
still a part of second edition. Okay.
What do I memorize next day?
Forget.
Do I memorize left dagger or right?
When morning comes, can I get a d20 from all the members of the party, please?
Sure. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Who are we missing?
20.
Me.
Sunny.
Sunny.
Sonny's there.
Oh, this is perfect. I'm glad that you rolled the highest
Oh,
here,
really?
Sunny.
Good.
You're gonna wake up in the boat because everyone's sleeping in the boat. You're gonna do your stretches or whatever. Your initial waking up. It's warm. It rained a little bit in the night, and you're kind of getting used to being rained on all the time. But you've got like a wool blanket with you, so you got most of it off of you. The bottom of the boat has to get bailed out pretty frequently. They've got some little buckets that they use to bail out the water. They're like wicker baskets, really, with some tar over them. And as you're pulling your blanket off of you and squeezing out what little water is, or brushing the water off of it, and rolling it up and putting it in the back of your pack, and other people are beginning to stir. You look around the boat, And you see that Mata's not here anymore. Mata's missing.
I'll look around. I'll give you a perception check. Outside of the boat. She's a jungle goblin, you know? She
She's a
can't go
jungle
in the
goblin.
boat. 29.
Oh, it's an excellent perception check. You definitely don't see Mata anywhere near you. Maybe she's underwater. Maybe she's
Is
on
anyone
one of the
else
shores.
awake?
Yeah, some of the rowers were keeping guard at night.
I'll ask them.
Where's Mata?
They all shrug.
None of you know.
Some gentle head shakes. No eye contact.
I'll start to unsheath my sword.
The one of them begins
Slowly?
to kick at Umpala, who is stirring, but
HP Impala.
wounded at 1 HP.
I'll level my sword at Umpala and say,
Where's Mata?
Yeah, I think this,
What's the matter
you
with
know,
you?
the standing and the rocking of the bow and the drawing of the sword and the conversation begins to wake the next person. Woodsy Bill, you're beginning to wake up now.
Yeah.
Paula will say, "What? I'm dying. How would I know? I'm gonna sleep all
That's
night."
true.
That is pretty true.
Looks around. The goblin is gone. Where's the goblin? She looks to the crew. You. Fran, where is the goblin? And Fran will kind of shake and look away. And Umpala will look to the next one. Raddy, where is
the
the
sword,
goblin?
like, touches her
Uh-huh.
on the, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that this is a threat against her life. And Raddy will shake her head and go, I was asleep. When I woke up, the goblin was gone. I thought nothing of it.
This is how you honor life debt?
You
This is
better
the
get
honor of
answers,
Ayu?
Impala.
This is the honor of
Impala.
Ayu?
Paula looks at you and goes, the goblin is gone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to do?
And none of them know.
Hmm.
What do you want me to do?
I want
So
you to
honorable.
Give me
So
the answer.
judgment.
I think now Hank is waking up.
Hank will start looking around and
Umpala's an idiot, so I'm gonna, like, put it in a little bit and, like, draw a little bit of blood to where she's, like, gonna start being frantic, I would hope.
Yeah, well,
You have done.
whoa,
damage.
Sonny.
it's clear that
Any
you're
damage.
threatening
down.
her life.
Yeah.
And Umpala will, just keep her hands raised a little bit and goes, if you're going to kill me, I'm your guide. I do not
This is
know.
true.
I've been asleep. I'm injured, grievously wounded by a crocodile while defending the ship. And you will
I'll look over
Stab
to the
me?
crew. Is one of them, like looking away, like looking down?
Oh no, they're all staring directly at you. They have sidearms and they've got paddles, and they haven't drawn any of their weapons, but you can see that they're all tensed. And if you put that sword through her neck, you can read it on their four faces that they're coming for you, and you'll probably kill them all. Like, let's be honest, you could wipe the
But I'm
map
gonna
with
ask-
them, but
Just one more time.
Sonny,
Where is Mata?
And I'll look at one of the crew members.
calm down.
The third one,
Neal?
who she didn't talk to.
yeah,
Can I perform a tracking check to see if
Yeah.
I might be able to figure out where? I understand we're in a swamp, but there are clues elsewhere. Maybe that could involve getting in the water, because I know you want one of us to do that.
Sonny, it's okay. Calm down for a second. You know,
Give
Mata
me-
does his own thing sometimes.
Give me a tracking
It'll
check.
be okay.
Woodsy
It's
Bill,
not the
you see tracks. Oh, do you see tracks? You see this dark stain on the lower side of one of these boards, and when you go down and tap it, it's sort of viscous and thick, and when you bring it to your nose, it reeks of goblin blood.
Hey, what's this?
Someone went a paddling, did they?
Daniel, you're definitely waking up at this point.
Sorry, I thought I was awake earlier.
I know, we're waking up in turns.
Sorry, I'm very sorry.
Mr. Bill
this?
here. Is this
Huh? What's like?
Stinks like goblin.
Where is the goblin?
One of the
What's going
rowers
on?
stands up. What you gonna do about it, stranger? Princess.
well,
So
my
what you're
friend,
saying is that
you have
care
done fucked up.
more
I'm in initiative.
about your silly concepts of honor than staying alive?
What? What happened? I just woke up.
Well,
Sonny,
my
it's
friend,
clear that you're going for, a combat strike. The guide will go for a dagger at her side, and she will, I guess, try and stab you with the dagger. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yep. Where we doing here?
Two misses.
This, and this is this, and she will stab at you with the dagger. With the 20, it's
Hit.
a good hit.
Ooh.
And the dagger will sink in, just past your armor for 3 points of damage.
Whoa! What's going on?
My turn.
Oh, it's your turn, Sonny.
is it? No, wait, it's my turn. No.
25.
You rolled after the combat began, which is
a
next
crit.
initiatives. Yes, that's
So here
definitely
you
a critical
go.
hit.
It's gonna be 12 damage.
That will almost kill the guide in a single blow.
I'll like kind of
Not
level
quite.
it there, and I'll
Mhm.
say,
Do you really want to die? Just tell me where the goblin is.
I killed her and threw her in the river.
You killed the goblin.
Well, it looks like you're drinking the river, my friend.
Wait.
Umpala will say, enough! Enough! Whatever problems we have, we can resolve them when we get where we're going. We need to work together. And then she looks at
Fair.
No, we're skipping that one. Dubny. And looks at Dubny and goes, Doob, you have done something very bad, Doob. Very bad. You have risked all our lives. I know the goblin smells and shames us with their presence. But this was stupid and foolish, and when we get to Solvang, I shall punish you. It is my decision who lives and dies in this boat, not yours. You will face lashes and branding for your crimes.
Oh, my friend. I know that we've had some times here, but that goblin owed you its life, and all my friends here, we owed it our lives. This is not your punishment. This is his.
Actually, Hank, I kind of have to disagree with you on this one. What sort of brandings are we talking? Will everyone else in IU know forever that
they killed a goblin?
No. That their shame has been brought upon them by a lowly jungle goblin? That you will live forever knowing that this is because you could control your urges less than a jungle goblin, that you yourself are less than that which you have killed?
I'm agreeing with Woodsy.
Is this the sort of brandings that Dubney is going to be getting forever? Because if it's anything less than that, we get to determine the punishment. And right now, I've got some brandings that I can do without heat. And I can tell you, I've seen what they do to dead animals. And be thankful that your blood will stop itself from flow eventually. But these scars will never heal.
Umpala sits up as best as she can, like propping herself up with the boards in the boat, not the swords away from her neck, and nods as you speak, Woodsy Bill.
Because what you have done may not kill us. Maybe not even by the time we get Solvang. But it may kill us in the future.
Dubny.
I want you to remember that.
You are cowardly. You fear the shame of the goblin more than your senses. You will spend the rest of your days marked as a traitor, as a coward, as one who fears the webbed-toed, stinky jungle goblins. You will be dropped from the ranger class. You will spend your remaining days as a laborer amongst the lowest of the low. Or, he looks to Bill, you can go and do what he wants.
I'll put down my sword and walk and to the forest a little bit.
Oh, we're in the middle of the river. We're floating
we're
in the middle of the river. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're trying to stay away from the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go to the front of the boat and just like start praying. I'm gonna say a prayer to Martha, thanking her for the jungle goblin and saying that life is precious and this life was taken too quickly.
I pray to Dub.
No, I'll thank Martha. Let me give you a nice wisdom check. Right to God.
Ugh.
Beautiful.
Well, there's not much more than the river for us to follow.
I want his weapon taken.
And Paula
I can
looks
hold
to
on.
you, shakes her head. We need all the warriors we can. Do not let our passions ruin our judgment like theirs did.
Him and I will stay at the. We'll have the same watch then.
No. That is not a good idea.
The woodsman
I'll take
is...
the same watch.
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
Well,
It is my job to keep you alive now. I intend to protect you from yourself.
dead.
So you had a life at the motto and you let it die. Weird life.
Scathing criticism. We need a D100. Daniel, give us a D100 as we pull and row our way up the river.
27.
Excellent.
So he asked me to roll, you know?
And give me that
That's
D100 there, Daniel. 33.
That's close to 29. I don't know if I like that. I'm pretty sure that has no bearing on it at all.
Well,
but
the 29 was the swamp roll. We're no longer in the swamp.
Oh, river biome.
We're now in the river. It's a different encounter table. But you know what? That's just a coincidence because 29
is 33.
Yeah, 33 and 34 are 29 now. And as we're pulling up the river, we're going to see something. Something
Row faster.
at the edge of the woods.
Row
Something...
faster.
It's on the south side, isn't it?
It is on the south side. It's, first, it's just like a rustling of branches, which happens. There's all sorts of creatures. There's all sorts of animals around. We don't talk about the non-dangerous creatures, but there's lots of non-dangerous creatures, right? But then there will be like a sucking in of breath by one of the rowers who drops low, and some of the others will follow suit instinctively. And soon you will see swirling about on the edge of the river is this long sort of green with a little bit of yellows and reds and browns mixed in its scales. This long, thin, hovering, it's floating above the ground, dragon-like worm. It is a huge creature. It winds through the air like a snake through sand, allowing it to easily fly above or around creatures and targets. Jungle worm is what we're looking at, and you'll notice as you peer over the ledge of the boat that its sides are how would you call it? Like the scale, it's got these like scales that come all the way down it, but also on the sides it has these like little protrusions, like the frills on a triceratops, or the spikes on, maybe not spikes on a stegosaurus, but you know, it's got little bits of bony, pointed. It's more actually serrated than individual points coming out. It's more like a long, bony saw blade down either of its sides, and as it like winds too closely to a tree, you can see that those little serrations just like cut right into the tree trunk as it just slithers past it. It has a nice large head with a long forked tongue that, you know, darts out and tastes the air as the creature stops for a moment, and then it continues to slither much like a snake through the jungle, tearing apart foliage and trees. And then it'll poke its head out into the water. Maybe if the shore is 50 feet from you, it's then upriver another 20 feet. So it's not that terribly far from you. Was it like 55 feet? I don't know. What's the trig on that, Will?
Wait, say that again.
55 and 50?
50 and 20.
50 and 20.
I'm joking. You don't have to do that.
40,
You don't have to do that. No, don't do it. Will, no, it's fine.
Too late. 390, square root of 390.
Fine. It's there. It's like 55 feet. That's close enough for me. It flicks its tongue out. It dips its head in the water, but its eyes stay above the water and look around as it slurps and gulps.
Praise Platos. We give you tidings and
I jump to the ground of the boat.
greetings.
You call out, Praise Platos, greetings. The jungle worm's head snaps up.
He's the only one standing.
Yeah, I have studied the era of the past, and are you the river serpent Platos, which I've heard of legend?
Giant space laser. Dead.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do against a dragon?
I need you to roll me. What's your charisma modifier? What's your reaction adjust on your charisma?
Oh, okay, it's flat 0.
Flat 0. Okay, roll me a 2d10.
Sure, 2d10. High or low?
Low.
Okay, yeah, 2e roll, right?
5. Well, that's very good. That's very good. The jungle worm slithers towards you, its body hovering over the water, and it kind of stretches out into the river, a little slithered still, but floating, hovering over the river as its head, comes up maybe another 5 or 6 feet and looks down at you from maybe 15 feet away, and its forked tongue comes and its big slitted eyes gaze at you. And those of you in the boat looking up see this large worm. It's not a dragon, it's a worm.
I kind of adjust myself to be like on my knees, like kind of like in like reverence.
Mm-hmm.
Great worm. We have I know much folklore of the hero Divan and his divine ways back in the day and the rising of the Eastern Empire. And if you are Platos indeed, I revere you for your actions and ask you what you wish to learn from us, if anything.
It will make... where is my jungle worm token? Okay, I'm gonna do a charisma check. It rolls a natural 1 on its charisma check. Excellent. It's then going to check its hunger. It is definitely... That's actually no, that's not a hunger check. That doesn't make any sense.
Didn't you roll grub skill, Neal?
I did not roll its grub skill. Hold on. 3d6
God
for
damn.
Jungle Worm grub skill. This Jungle Worm has a
Pretty
13
good.
grub skill. That's pretty good. That's enviable. It'll turn its head away, slither back across the water and back into the jungle and be gone.
I didn't.
Daniel, you crazy son of a bitch, you did it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Let me just clean myself from the water. Then, yeah.
You can see the rowers in the boat look at Daniel with the sort of like awe that you would expect of a great hero. This very same Daniel who is the first one down in a battle, who hangs out at the back of the party in the next battle and only jumps in the river at the end to get the crocodile. The same Daniel who has tried to sell out all the secrets of the Empire of Drekis to these local Iuans. The same Daniel who has been stirring the pot a little bit amongst the party with his lack of regard for the Empire is now something of an object of worship and praise by these rowers. And you just know.
He brought the thing over here. Why is he fucking to be worshipped?
That's not how encounter checks work.
And yet, these backwoods savages view him with reverence.
Good. I wouldn't want them viewing me with reverence. These fucking losers. Killed a goblin for no reason.
This is why my Lord
I was just hoping to throw that one guy at it. That's all I was after. But if it went away,
I jumped out the boat to help the guy who's getting bitten by an alligator. Yeah.
If it was a player character and they did that to me, I would probably quit the campaign. I would be so fucking mad.
What?
If they murdered your goblin?
If a player character just murdered my goblin for no reason.
Oh, right.
Yeah, well, definitely, yeah.
Agreed.
Well, then again, isn't that how that not Odan ended, GTC ended?
He murdered my kid for no fucking reason. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was
that campaign ended.
Yeah.
God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I need Will. Give me another D100, buddy.
Oh, okay. I got it. I believe.
You got it. It's gonna be fine.
Just roll better than me, please.
Just
it's
roll
great.
better.
It's a fine day up the river. And last but not least, can we get Sunny? Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Oh, so close. Solvang's in sight practically. You can smell every now and then on the wind the scent of roasted meat. Roll me another D100 there, Sonny.
Going high or low?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, high.
Oh, that's great. That's a
33 or
great
34.
roll. Because all that you see as you're rowing through is a huge swarm of piranha underneath you. Don't fall in the water right now. But you're in a boat, so the piranha swarm is not a threat in the slightest. You're good.
Cool.
You're good. Solvang it is. We arrive in this elven jungle city on the borders between their lands and the non-elven lands, along the river Tashani. And we're going to take our final break. We're going to come back on the other side with a little bit more Rise of Drekis Chapter 3, Echoes of the Ancients. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rise of Drekis Chapter 3, Episode 3. What do we call this episode? Rivers and Swamps. What a great name! Oh, it's like the best name I've ever come up with. So our party is going to arrive in the jungle town of Solvang. And one of the first things that you're going to find out is that while the people in Ayu and the people in Bastion have called this place Solvang, very quickly the denizens of this place will remind you that it is not Solvang, it is Solfang. It is like Sunfang. It is, naturalistic, animalistic, tribal name. And the name Solvang, they hate. It's the foreign pronunciation, but that's not your problem.
Hey, Neal, real quick, what's the name of this river?
This is the Tashani River.
To Shawnee. So
Shawnee.
the name of this river, or the name of this episode, is actually Death on the River to Shawnee.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. No one
Yes.
else?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
No one else?
Oh,
No.
sorry, no.
Death on the River Nile? No?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
Is that this is a movie?
book movie?
Book movie?
Yep.
I've heard of the book. I've
Oh.
never read it.
Sequel to Murder on the Orient Express?
Maybe.
No? I don't
Same
know.
author.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not as cultured as you.
It's okay. I think one person in chat might have gotten it.
That one person is
Maybe.
smarter than we.
Yeah.
true.
Great. We come to Solvang. Do I thought I had a Jungle Town soundtrack. Maybe we just need to mix the Jungle soundtrack with the town soundtrack. It's fine. All right. And it's a rainy day. It rains almost every day. And this is one of those days as you're pulling up in the boat. And you can see that there's fog across the creek or across the river and on either side. And you can see that there's a little docking area nearby that you can pull your outrigger up to, throw some ropes over to help pull you aboard. And everyone can climb out of the boat and look at this gentle little town. It's built, mostly on one side, partially on the other side, partially on bridges that are crossing with some like little islands in between. It's a lovely little town. Yeah. It's pretty nice considering everything that's going on, and it's built in this like U-shaped bend of a river, which means that it doesn't have like too much stuff on its left or right side. Yeah, it's a pretty multicultural, multiracial region. You see halflings, just a couple, like a trio of halflings. You see some dwarves, you see elves, you see humans, you see forest gnomes running about. You will see some goblins, you'll see some half-orcs as well, although you'll notice the half-orcs are staying pretty to the far edge of town and certainly away from all of the elves, and you will definitely see elves. You'll see more elves
City or
here.
jungle goblins?
You were seeing a mix of city and jungle goblins, actually, and more elves than any of you have ever seen in your whole life put together. In fact, more elves than all of you have seen in your whole lives, all jumbled up together. There's got to be like 300 elves here, and they all have that like sickening elven charm and handsomeness, because they're probably like 500 years old, but they look like they're they look like acrobats in their late 20s.
Oh no,
Those motherfuckers.
Shape. Not a single beer gut to be seen anywhere.
No, they probably don't know what beer is.
Probably not.
That's all right, Bill. We can get them there. We can teach them the ways. It's only so much beer you can add to a population before someone gets one.
all the elves care about lore, but that's not what we're here for.
For the elves? That's why we came.
The elves love freaking stuff, but they probably good to me. Here.
Look. Well, we also came here for another reason, and I would like to look back at Impala and go, there's something else we need to do now that we're here.
Impala nods. And looks around. There is a tavern in town, and Impala motions for the tavern. A little bit better now. It's been a few days. She's at like 3 or 4 HP.
But if you didn't have a healer to heal you the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I'll
that's a real
talk
bummer.
to Impala as we go along.
Impala, are we doing the branding here?
She nods.
I want a jungle goblin to brand him.
She shakes her head.
Why not?
A chain of command.
To you, this may be personal. This may be a joke. But to us, this is very serious. This person, Dubni, has betrayed me. It is me who she has failed and who she reflects poorly on. It is I who shall do the punishment. As her superior officer, it falls to me to wield the brand, to wield the flail, wield the knife. It is the way of our people.
I understand that, and I'm okay with it, but I want you to know that I don't think I can ever forgive you for this failure.
She gives you the flattest look. That's okay, princess.
Ooh.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I do not expect I will ever see you again, nor you I. I cannot say I am sorrowful for it.
Yep.
Anyway,
You should be thankful that I saved your life.
I regret the day I saw you. There will be no love lost when this party splits and goes in their separate directions. But for now, there's heading to a tavern. There's a round of beverages for everyone, and then Umpala and the others.
You need to wait. You need to hold up, Koibu. Because I'm
We're waiting.
pouring some tea for the group. Okay?
Alright.
Before we
I
like
hear
all...
that you are going and asking the bartender for boiling water to brew some tea, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Not a big deal. You want some boiling water? You're buying some other drinks? Sure. We have boiling water. We'll pour you some boiling water in your teapot. Not a problem. These things can be done.
Thank you. I would like to put the ingestion, paralytic, poison, type F, into the teapot. And I would like to brew that, as well as some other tea.
Mm-hmm.
And when I pour tea for everyone, I'm going to pour every single person, except for Umpala, the correct tea.
Right. Now, you're setting up tea. You and Umpala have never gotten along. You've just had some spats. If you're going to want Umpala to accept your offering of tea, you're going to need to make me a charisma check, because there's no love between these two forces, and I don't know why she would accept tea from someone, like, just on a, not like a, I think you're going to kill me, but on a, like, I don't like you, why am I going to spend, like, I don't want your tea, get the fuck away from me vibe. And I think you make your tea, and you offer it some to Impala, and she just looks at you and goes, "No, princess, no." That's fine. You're not. You still have your poison. Your dose of poison is still in the bottom of the teapot. It'll be fine.
That's good.
But Umpala will not take or sip from you, and her soldiers, her rowers, will follow her guidance.
Yeah, they were gonna get me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're serving tea. Can I have some?
Yeah, I give you tea.
Alright.
Which tea do you give him?
I give him the good tea.
Okay. Good.
Which one's the good tea?
Unfortunate, but maybe he'll get her comeuppance eventually. There's a beverage, a round of drinks, a round of tea for some of you, and then Umpala will take the others, and they will go looking for a blacksmith or a smelter or someone who has lots of open fire and metal implements. And if anyone wants to come along to witness the punishment for the soldier, you can. We're not going to go into too much detail, but it is
I'll
as
watch the
Impala.
punishment.
Yeah,
to
it
make
is
sure that
exactly as she said. There's nothing held back. There's no, like, now that they're not looking or now that we're actually here, we're going to make it softer. It is a strict in brutal punishment for failure to follow commands, for betraying the party, for all the terrible things, and that's that. And the rest of the party will arrive in Solvang. Upala will shell out some coin for drinks for the whole party, at least the first round. But after that, you're going to have to find your own lodging. You're going to have to find your own food and beverages. The party's going to have to start paying for things, including tonight's sleep.
I'm fucking rich. How much do you want?
They're going to want, let's see, 5 and 4. They're gonna want 9 silver per night. That includes breakfast and lunch and dinner. It's a full meal. It's like a
Please
bed and
tell me
breakfast.
that's for every one of us.
Each one of you will have to pay 9 silver for room and board and lodgings per day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fill out the 4 gold.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going from lodging to lodging before we just do this, right? We're not just going with like first come first serve. The first one we walk into, it's 9 silver. We shop this around. I'm hoping.
If you try and shop it around a little bit, you'll see that there's not that many places that offer lodging. There's like 3, and they're
That's
all
fine.
the same. Yeah.
As long as we shop it a little bit.
Yeah,
all right.
you're
As
not
we're going
getting-
through all of them, is there any entertainment in the slightest, or is this all just?
No, there's entertainment in all of them. There's elven bards in each spot. And you'll notice these are elven-owned and operated businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is probably
So-
how they part of how they make their money, is that they don't have taxes. You don't have to pay a fee to come trade with the elves, but it's just super expensive to live here, and they own all of the major businesses. So that's how they make their money.
All right, that's fine. Never mind.
Do you want to? Did you want to try and make some friends or sing some songs or get in good with some folks?
So,
Or other friends?
you know, as we're going through it all, Hank's kind of looking around, and at first he thinks, well, maybe this first one, maybe this is just kind of a coincidence that there's a good-looking elf like singing songs and doing things. Like, maybe this is just whatever it happens. At the second one, he realizes this is probably not just happening. I bet at the third one this is happening again. Then here we are at the third one, and there's another young elf who's looking pretty good, singing some songs. So what Hank's gonna start watching here is what they do when they get off work, right? Where do the bards go when they're done? They run like immediately back across the river. Do they hang out for a little bit? Do they go to another bar? Like, is there a place they congregate?
They sing songs late into the night. So we can wait until night is falling and everyone is going away, but they play late. They're
That's
not
fine.
early bed.
We understand the lifestyle,
Yeah.
You start later in the day, you end later in the night, I understand.
Mhm.
Makes sense. It's fine. Hank's here for the long haul.
Sure. So as the evening wraps up, everyone's gone to bed, or most people, any number of the players can still be up, doesn't matter. Eventually, as the last set is closing and the tavern is shutting down, and they're not putting out the fire, but they're shuffling people off, and the bards are packing up their instruments into their little canvas sacks and begin to leave. I think you've been paying some amount of attention. You are carrying a musical instrument case with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your instrument?
It's not a case, but we've got the musical instrument on the back,
Mm-hmm.
We what did I end up picking actually? We got a lyre. So
Right.
we got one of those hanging out on the back. It's no big
Yeah. Well, one of the elves, as they're leaving, because it's it seems to be one who's performing, but there's a couple of other people who will join in for this or that. But the one who was performing will come on by and stop at your table, and kind of give you a gracious bow and say, "You're a stranger. See, you bring with you an instrument from far off lands."
This is true, yeah. Just got over here pretty recently. Been doing a little bit of traveling across this land. Can't say it's been real enjoyable, to be honest with you, but yeah, we made it here.
Strangers from far away are often considered ill-tiding.
Well, no, that would be some news to me. But I am from far away. That is how it goes.
From where do you hail?
Well, let's see. Kind of looking outside. Sun's going that way. I'd say over that way by Drekis. It's been a little bit of a journey. You've been here quite a while?
Only my whole life.
Yeah, understandable. I'm sorry. You seemed a little sad about that. I mean, were you hoping from somewhere else? I mean, is there a better far-off land?
They'll shake their head and say, I grieve for the suffering of your people.
Well, there's definitely always people suffering. It doesn't really matter if you're from here or from there or from really anywhere. It doesn't really seem to matter. But that's kind of why I liked what y'all were doing up there, singing the songs, talking to the people. That's where, get a little bit of joy here and there. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you do the songs, or do you have other reasons?
There are... In human culture, as I understand it, oftentimes one good reason, one good cause is enough justification to form an action. Amongst our people, you must have many good justifications in order to undertake action. I perform here for many reasons. I
Well,
perform happy songs for many reasons, not the least of which being life is to be enjoyed. Life is short, precious, especially for some of you poor creatures, and we should spend that time as much bliss and life appreciation.
That's true. But whether life's long or short, what's wrong with happiness?
Not a thing. May Wolmator guide your path, stranger. Perhaps I will see you again.
Well, that's interesting. I'm sorry there, friend. You said for many reasons, though, and it seemed like you didn't give me a reason at all. Not any of yours, at least. You spoke of reasons, but you didn't seem to pick one. Just kind of peculiar. I don't know. I've been here for, all of a day, and it seems very odd that you would do that.
The elf will, instead of leaving, sit down at the table with you and cross.
Mm-hmm.
Please, tell me what it is you wish to know. And also, before you answer, is everyone else here, or people have gone to bed? Are you at the table? Where's the party? You're in bed, Daniel? Okay.
It's late, yeah.
It's late, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sunny's up at the bar drinking
Sleepy time.
heavily.
Okay, Sonny's getting sad drunk. Hank has gone to bed. Bill has gone to bed, and Daniel's gone to bed. So it's really just you here, Hank, and the elf. Sit down and ask you, well, what is it that you really want to know? Why I play here?
Well, that's some of it. But oftentimes people, they do things for reasons, and, almost sometimes the decision making is just important as the reasons. So I don't know. You told me a whole bunch of reasons to play for happiness. That's good for short times and things like that. Those are all good reasons to play. But you didn't say that's why you played. Why do you play?
Solvang is a place it's a bridge of worlds. It is where our people can meet your people, and we can come together and see each other as equals, or at least as friends, or at the very least as trading partners. This is a rare thing indeed. In lands far and wide, wherever the border of elves crosses the borders of the other sub-races, There is conflict. There is problems. There is bloodshed. This is the nature of our peoples. Mine are long-lived. We are slow to reproduce our numbers. We take our time, make our decisions. We shape the world around us to be just so and last for as long as time. Your people, I think the common phrase is breed like rabbits, are as varied as the weather over a year in temperament, have plans the scopes of their lives or shorter. And while there are countless wonderful, beautiful, envious humans who we all would deserve to know better, there are just enough who are violent, ill-tempered, and who are just charismatic enough to rally many to their side. And inevitably, war, bloodshed, means encroachment of our lands. It means the logging of our forests, the killing of our friends and family, which you might think of as ordinary woodland creatures for meats. Here, though, this island, there is enough jungle, there is enough river, there are enough borders, and the sub-races of this land are held in check by the lack of resources. We can peacefully coexist. I am here because it is my duty as one of my people to do our very best to make sure this special relationship remains very special indeed. It is part of my civic duty to communicate and to be truthful and to build trust with the others. It is also part of my responsibilities and duties as a elf in this land to bring in the appropriate resources, silvers, gold, bronzes, tools, whatever there is, for trade and further expenses. Lastly, oh, not lastly, but for now, good enough for now, lastly, I was born not far from here. My pod is in a copse 3 miles from the border. This is essentially my hometown, as you would call it. And of all the many lands, many trees, many forests, and many mountains, this is the place I prefer to call home. And over the last quarter millennia, I have become quite fond of the bold and brash and excited ways that humans and even dwarves from time to time bring. I am thrilled by the ever-changing palettes of food and of cuisine that come from far and wide. We eat traditional foods that last generations. Your generations are so much shorter that your traditional foods change always, and it's a joy to experience. Is that sufficient for you?
It is. It's just funny, you know, as I listen to you talk about how fast-paced humans are compared to elves and how we move in such quick ways. It just reminds me of being back in the halls of Drekis. You know, I listen to people talk the same way of goblins or of anything else, you know? Shorter-lived creatures with faster life cycles, breeding rapidly, coming into your land. It's the same song and dance. It's interesting. That's no matter where you come to. It's the same here. It's the same there. It just depends on perspective, no?
perspective is what drives a great deal of conflict. If we could all see the same picture from the same spot, we would all get along. Except for orcs and ogres.
Some things never change. But as I hear you speaking of, it seems like you like how things are currently here, and things keep moving in this direction. But when we were passing through from our shipwrecked side, really up in the northwest and coming this way, they spoke of some rangers in Yaka. It seems like they're trying to change the ways here. Does that not complicate things here for you?
They shrug. It may. It's hard to know. Every decade, there's always a rumor of great change. But in 1,500 years, ever since the storms came and the mountains rose, things have been stable and peaceful. I pray they maintain that way forever, and that this latest round of rangers from Yaka fade into history like all the rest.
Well, I guess that's understandable. Seems like it's much more peaceful on the other side of the river than the side that I've been on, though. We first got over here, and there's some wild things out there in the jungle. I guess you don't have those on your side.
We have a great many things on our side.
Well, you spoke of the creatures that were your friends. I mean, some of these things I don't see being friends. Only, well, not friends.
The elf just sort of, gazes upon your countenance, but doesn't respond.
So you're friends with the things that stab with the arms and bite with the teeth and drink all the blood out of your system, I assume? I don't know. We kind of avoided that one.
There is space between friend and foe. There are many natural creatures who would make a meal of me. I would not call them my friends, but I do not worry about them.
Sonny's gonna start stumbling over drunkenly.
In one of my best traveling companions on the trip yet, let me tell you what. Point over there at my buddy Sonny.
Hey! She'll stumble over and kind of fall into the table a little bit. She's been drinking a lot today.
Yeah.
Hey Sonny, what's going on?
Oh, I just
Big smile.
I had a question for the elf, actually. Why did you guys all leave Drekis?
She'll say, kind of laughing, like it's funny.
I have never been Sylvis, the elven lands near Drekis, but I know of them by distance and reputation.
You got any rumors for me?
It is not the only elven land that's come under untenable assault.
But didn't they kill Scoria?
Yes. Yes, they did. At least that is what I have heard. But that is not the only evil. The old world. That is not the only danger in the old world. And there are safer lands for our people. It is time, many of my people have felt it time to seek a more peaceful existence. One that does not involve endless warring and bloodshed and fighting.
Well, there's always truth and peace. You know, sometimes it's just where you want to be. It's
I
just
just don't really understand. We're hearing that the McGarrys were working with the elves, and then you guys all just left.
Well, Sonny, I know you're from Solemn, a long way away. Sometimes politics in certain areas are different than others. But I am curious. You ask good questions.
As my cousins have said, the sorrow of countless long lives cut short could not be borne. Land was filled with too much despair, too many ill memories, and too many ghosts. Not to mention the dark things that have appeared. And so, when a new land became available, regretful, deeply painful migration was undertaken.
What dark things have appeared? It seems weird that you guys would just give up.
I'm not from these lands. I live here. I do not know all the answers to the questions you ask.
That's fair.
She takes a big swig.
So I do have to
Thank
ask
you.
though. What I feel like for a couple days I need to stay here and hear from more of your people. I mean, but I'll be honest. You know, I've only been playing for a small group. Can I play with you guys in the meantime? Do y'all have
No.
room? No?
No,
Not even a little bit?
no.
Oh, one song. Come on, there's always one song.
This is our city. Playing is our right. These are our
True.
gifts and songs to share. They're our responsibilities to bear.
That's
Oh.
true.
We are
Rhyming.
sure. I am sure you are skilled and you have something to give.
Other than
This
my
is not
boredom,
your
I have
place.
nothing left.
Go in peace, good fellows. It is time for me to retire. You will leave.
Fair enough. I'm sorry, what was your name?
No. You can call me Tass.
Tass. Well, thank you, Tass. For nothing more than your time, which for me is much, for you is little.
As I said, I am part ambassador here. Good day. Good night. And she
Good
looks
night.
to Sunny. Drink some water. And then leaves.
I give her the fuck you smile.
It could be like the tagline or the subheading of this campaign is I give you the fuck you smile. All right. Party, we're in Solvang. We're near the end of our session for today. You've parted ways from Umpala and those. You've left the... I don't even know how to describe the people from Ayu. Sure. Cultural differences, different people, that's fine. That's fine. We all meet people of different places. But they murdered your healer who saved your life.
Yeah.
And they did get you to Solvang. But they murdered your goblin out of personal pride. and hopefully we won't be seeing them again.
Oh,
So,
no. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we will be seeing them again. Just not soon. But later, we will see them again.
yeah, maybe we'll come back through IU on the way out. Who knows?
No. After this is all said and done, somebody will be seeing them again.
Oh, we're gonna tell the wizard that we need to come back and avenge a goblin's death.
Oh, no. That would be way too easy. Way too easy.
He's gonna sink the island.
Yeah, maybe. I heard if you have a military base from one side of the island to the other, it might flip over. So.
Hey man, Guam's a small island.
I'm glad somebody knows the reference.
You know, you guys make so many references that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Longest time a senator basically made a comment that if he didn't like putting more Marines on Guam, and it's basically
on the other side, they would have moved the base from one side to the other, and in the middle of Congress, he asked if the island was going to flip over to a general, and that general took it in stride.
Excellent. So, party, what have we learned? Have we accomplished any of our big objectives? This was mostly just a travel session, right? So there's not like any big objectives to...
Oh no, we learned a lot of things here. Despite the IU Rangers being worthless pieces of shit and killing our one heal bot, we learned about all the different things that were actually out in the swamps. We got a good list of things. We actually traveled through the swamps and seen kind of how the goblin shamans kind of work. You know, you get some crocodiles first, and then you get like the wave of the lizard people. I said goblins. I'm sorry, they're all the same, but they're not. But they are. Anyway,
I hear you, buddy.
We worked along the coast. We learned about like the rocks and the canoes and stuff, whether we used them or not. We saw how they actually operate through the jungles. We confirmed that IU is a bunch of very like-minded dipshits, and the jungle goblins are still the best through and through. The elves were very straightforward, that they really liked how things were. They don't want to change a single thing. That's what's going on. They're willing to trade. They did like tools from other places, even metal tools. Didn't get to talk to them about the dwarves, but we'll be here for a little bit longer, so figure that out later.
Right.
That's all I got, unless anybody else gained anything else from this. Sunny is very smart, but also gonna fuck me somehow later down the line. I don't know.
I have a question. Impala and the others, you know, they've done their punishment. They haven't left yet. Are we gonna see them off? Are we gonna say goodbye to them, or is this a
yes?
You know, as soon as they're out of sight, possibly we don't ever want to have to deal with these people again. What's the remaining? Because there's still room if you really wanted to hang out with them more. There's room to see them still. Is that on the table, or are we done with these suckers, these IU motherfuckers?
Sunny?
Well, we gotta see him off and give him some tea. That's a custom.
Definitely, they're not gonna accept your tea. They don't like you, and you don't like them, and everyone knows that. So,
we'll just.
Bill?
I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
No, they took care of it themselves. If I don't have to see them ever again, it'll be too soon.
Daniel, do you have anything to do with them?
Nah.
I'm gonna say goodbye at least. Even if it's a fuck you goodbye. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your service. Thanks for everything. At least say goodbye. Do a little bit of etiquette on at the tail end of everything. Even if it's thanks for doing what you needed to do, and like I'm platonic, but that's not really the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, but that's why you're
you did what you needed to do. Like, I appreciate that. I will give you at least a goodbye off of that. You know, it's not
everyone in the party has a role to play.
Mhm.
Sonny is the greatest swordsman, and is here to save everyone. Bill, it will get you through the woods, and when everyone's dead and dying, Bill will build you a house and a fire and keep you alive and find a goblin to heal you somehow in the middle of the fucking jungle, right? And
Maybe even save you from yourself a little bit.
yeah. Maybe diffuse a little situation here. Daniel is going to figure out all of the details, is going to coordinate with the people, is going to talk to the jungle dragon and be cool with it somehow, and is going to map out the area and get the charts and all the information needed for the Empire. Hank, you're person who's just going to make all of these interpersonal problems just go away. You're going to massage everything and it's all going to be great. And that feature, that like getting along with the locals, can never ever be understated. That is such an important role. And you're going back to say goodbye when, the relationship is ended. We'll provide you with a tantalizing clue that may mean nothing, but is worth thinking about. Our party came up this river to Solvang. But when you go to say goodbye, you see them bringing the boat to the other side of the river and leaving in the other direction, as if they have other unfinished business to do. And I don't know what that means yet. But they're not turning around and heading home. And that's going to be it for today. Rise of Drekis, Chapter 3. Swamps and River. We're going to be back not next week, I believe. I believe we're off next week, right? Right? Yes. Yes. We are off next week, and we will be back the following week, which is going to be November 3rd.
Time zones change.
Ooh.
I'll be fine.
Does that make it better for you or worse for you?
8 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Well, that's not terrible, but that's not great.
No, it's not as early as like shenanigans used to be.
Yeah. Time zones change in the U.S. on the first Sunday in November
5th.
Which is the 5th. Okay, so we're gonna have.
The third won't be the third change. It'll be the one after.
When do you change?
I changed a few weeks ago.
Oh, you already changed a few weeks ago. Got it.
Yeah, but
All
you
right.
see, we both change in opposite directions, so it becomes a 2-hour gap, or
Ah, right.
Because
So it
you
started
go forward, I go back.
It used to start at 10 a.m. for you, and now it's going to be starting at 8 a.m. for you.
Yeah. It's 9 a.m. at the moment.
Ugh, brutal. All right, we're off on the 27th. We're back on the 3rd. We're definitely off for Thanksgiving, which is the
When's Thanksgiving?
24th. The 24th is
Okay.
definitely off.
All right.
And so we'll just see where we end up here and where the party's going. And that's that. We'll catch you all next time with some more Rise of Drekis.